That ass leaking like rapper demo. Tell them take their clothes off slowly. Kill them with the force like Kobe. Hit back like Kobe. Watch me wrong like Kobe. Look at they don't own me. What to say, show me.
I'm just mad how everybody came in here and did the same exact reaction.
I'm mad because you noticed.
Shit, chilling. What you up to, man?
Chilling, man. You know, warming the tea up. You know, the tea got to be warm for sample size, so I'm warming the tea up. You know.
Well, word on the street and on the timeline is about to be piping hot, apparently. So I don't know.
I don't know what they talking about tonight. I thought we were just gonna sit here silent.
Let's know what's going on. Keith, what's going on?
Why y'all think I knew what's going on?
Wow. I mean, he put you on the spot. I didn't know what was happening. I was like, maybe
I don't know what's happening right now.
What's going on? He reporting live from the dirty right now.
Yes, that's how much I love you guys.
With that accent sticking out like a sore thumb.
Could you not? Thank you.
For real. How's that been going for you? Coming down here, dealing with that accent.
Man, listen, I need people that, like I said, I talk regular, it's all of y'all. I said what I said.
You said it's all of us or all of y'all?
All of y'all.
Hold on, is that all one word or is that three separate words?
Anyways.
Legend, man, what's going on, man? We ain't heard your voice today, brother. How you feeling, man?
I'm good. I'm sitting here with my mother, who was supposed to come down in December.
What's up, Ma? Hi, Mommy.
Everyone is saying hello to your mother. She's waving with a mean face on.
Legend.
Look, hey, Mom. So this week we just had, for everybody who knows, this is Christmas for us. We supposed to have Christmas at my house, and she was just able to get down to do the weather and other things. So we just had Christmas yesterday.
That's amazing, man. That's amazing. We appreciate it. I'm glad that you even pulled up, man. I didn't know. Yeah, I know family time is super important, brother. So, you know, I appreciate you.
And that's exactly why I'm here. I just can't cuss today because my mom was watching me.
Yeah.
Because I'm still afraid of her. I ain't gonna lie.
Appreciate. We'll tell your mom that she got a lot of family she hasn't met yet, but she'll meet soon enough. So, Jordan, how you feeling tonight?
What's popping? What's good? I'm chilling.
Look, man. What is going on? Did you start putting some turmeric in your tea or something? Like, what is this peaceful Jordan that's been going on all of a sudden?
I mean, y'all niggas been wilding out for all of us, so I ain't gotta say shit. I mean, you black brothers have been acting a fool for all of us. I don't have to say anything.
See, somebody been burning the sage in the apartment. I see what it is. Wow.
I'm not. Listen, man. Y'all, listen. I'm just a supportive person. I support everything y'all do, and when y'all act up, I just sit back with a smile because I know y'all are my family, and this is great. I love it.
Well, I'm bringing Phaedra up to the stage. So,
Hi, guys.
What's up, Phaedra?
Hey, Phaedra.
I am at our leadership summit. I just wanted to say hey. I'm kind of hold on. Hi.
Ooh, what a flex! I'm at a summit. What a flex!
James Jordan said hey.
Definitely tell him I said hey, and he makes great shoes. Let him know I said that.
Wow, definitely, man.
Good job. I literally just walked past something, which is funny.
Let him know. I wear a size 12.
Hi, Jordan.
Hi, Phaedra. How are you?
I'm great.
That's good.
I'm right here. I was gonna let you be great because I saw that picture you posted yesterday with all the fire kicks that I don't own.
You know, that's how we step around TWG. I'll post something on Instagram so you can see everybody's posts today.
Oh, no, we would appreciate that. Just remind me of how poor I really am.
She called out TWG like a motherfucking gang in this dude, right? I know, right? T-Dub. She said, I'll show you how we get down in TWG, nigga.
T-Dub, I like it, man. Well, look, thank you all for pulling up to Sample Size this evening. you know, we try our best to bring you guys quality, to bring you guys community, and to bring you guys, you know, some fantastic conversation. And tonight, I'm very sure it's not going to be any difference. I named this one tonight, State of the Culture, just because I wanted, you know, we say this every week, that sample size is for you guys, and it's for the people listening, and it's for everybody out here. And sometimes that really does mean listening to you guys. And so tonight, I wanted to open up the floor, open up the forum, open up the room. We always start with airing our grievances as well, you know, but particularly tonight, it's been a wild week. It's been a lot of things going on, and sometimes we have some things that maybe we need to get off of our chest. Maybe sometimes we have things that we need to discuss as a family, right? Because we see things going on out here, and maybe we don't really know what to do with it, you know? But maybe if we bring it into the family discussion, we can all figure out solutions together. And so tonight really is it's for all of us. There's no set topic. We can always fall back on the StockX lawsuit if we want to. We can get into that as well, or if someone wants to talk about that, we can do that as well. But I wanted to leave the space open, you know, for anybody that is noticing anything or feels like they want to discuss anything, and bring it to the family table. These are red table talk for the sample size family this evening. So we're going to
I had a really quick question.
Yeah, what's up?
Should I, at some point today or tomorrow, change my Abby picture to a minion?
Oh.
You said change it to a what now? To a minion?
A minion. Oh my God. I don't even know why y'all give that man energy.
I just okay, that's it. All right, I'm leaving on this.
Mama Legend, please take this man's phone. Please.
I'll tell you what, man. I'll tell you what we need in this space.
That's why I put y'all on my headphones, because I know y'all don't know how to act.
Smart. That's smart.
Everybody just need to smoke more, man. That's the problem, man. Y'all niggas be too strung out, man. Y'all be stressed out, boy.
Hey, that's a good stress reliever right there. If you're in a place that condones it, and that, you know, you're able to do it recreationally. This is Twitter. We're not recording, but we do have, I think Reese is in the building, you know, from Twitter, so we want to make sure we respect the rules. But smoking helps.
I didn't tell y'all what to smoke. Shit, cigarettes is legal. It's dangerous for your health. I didn't tell y'all what to smoke.
See, that's the nigga in me, man. You know, always be going straight, you know, like, let's cut out the nicotine. Let's go straight to the herbs. You know what I mean? So that's always where I with that. But that's on me, though. So I see Chef's hand is up. I see Jay Wise's hand is up. So we're going to go with Chef first. We're going to go to Jay Wise after that. And then the floor is open. The floor is y'all's for anything that we want to discuss tonight. This might be a long chat. It might not be a long chat tonight. We'll see where it goes. Chef, what's on your mind?
For some reason, I'm like Jordan today. I'm pretty chill today, so I ain't got no hate in my heart today. But I just wanted to give some props where it's due. I want to shout out Jolisa. She had put out a whole list of themes for the month of February. And it's been a lot of people participating, a lot of great photos, awesome sneakers that I've never seen before that I truly appreciate. I had to look up on my own time and, you know, enjoying the stories behind them. But I just really want to give Jolisa her flowers, because I know she told us not to tag her, but she needs to get her props, because without her, none of this was going to go down. So I just want to shout out Jolisa for the whole Black History Month Kick of the Day thing for the month of February. So shout out to her.
Salute. Yeah, I don't participate in challenges normally. And this one with hers was actually like one of the first ones I actually like participated in. And it's been dope. And we'll if y'all can find the tweet, or I'll see if I can find the tweet of the list. We'll put it up on the screen as well, so you guys can grab a screenshot of it, and feel free to participate. You don't have to participate every day, but she really did make this. The thing I like the most about this contest is that it's very accessible for pretty much everybody. Like, pretty much everybody should be able to participate in at least one day of this Black History Month challenge. She has everything from just wear a shoe that's yellow, you wear a Converse, wear something by your favorite athlete. Like, you know, it's not like wear your favorite off-white Air Jordan 1 color at a day. You know, like a lot of these challenges out here are just like these flex challenges with stuff that a lot of people don't even have in their collection, you know. So I really appreciate her making the challenge something that's accessible for a lot of people. But I'm gonna shut up. Jaleesa, would you like to?
Nah, Kari, you was looking like the orange poppy today. We saw you.
What is happening? Right now?
You was looking like the orange poppy today.
I thought he played for the Buccaneers.
Wow.
Nah, Carter's looking like a bottle of Fanta. Must be a creamsicle coffee, boy. Get your ass on a Fanta coffee.
Not that chocolate Fanta. Yeah, that's not y'all real. You know, I knew somebody was going to have some shit to say about that. First of all, fuck that. I was clean today. All right, that's what matters. So, but at least I think he was Fago.
You wanna say hi?
That's what's crazy.
Hi.
Not Fago.
Hi, Lord.
He was they sun
Get out of
kissed.
Wow, Phaedra, you just gonna tag me in that like her son? Wow. Wow. But yeah, shout Jaleesa for that. Thank you for that, Chef. Jay Wise, what's on your mind tonight?
Good night, sample size family. Good night. Just a couple of things. Remember the situation I had with that store, Clothing Inc. Well, I sent a one last nasty tweet, and the owner called me back, and pretty much now we basically had a real good discussion. I said my concerns, but he also said his concerns. So it's not like where every raffle I'm gonna grant whatever. It's just that we just basically came to like a common ground. So I said to him, I go, if anything, I know you guys seen the tweet because I sent it out, but other than that, it just basically build that rapport, build that relationship with that store, because again, it's a mom and pop store, you know, it's in crazy times of COVID and all that type of stuff now, you know.
Wait, J-Wise. Yo, all right. Let me ask you a question. How did you build rapport? Did you win the raffle or did you lose it? Because it should be one or the other, right?
Well, no, you're right. I won the raffle, right? But when he explained to me the reason why my money got refunded back because of a color code. So when I sent out the nasty tweet saying backdoor, that's when he deliberately called me straight. And then we basically had like a little, basically, kumbaya, so to speak.
Did you get shoes?
When he looked at my following, he kind of got shook. He's like, oh, well.
Flex on him. Jack. Say, I ain't no regular Dagger.
I got a question, Jay. Wow.
Did you hold on? Did you get shoes though? Like, what was the outcome?
I didn't get the shoes. Or anything because he said it was they didn't have my size. Because I said to him, if you guys told me that you didn't have my size, it's cool. But the style code now, that's where shit was kind of janky. You know what I'm saying? But again, you know, we had a good reasoning, and we just came to like a common ground. What are you gonna say, Nate?
Jay Wise, is the owner black? Just out of curiosity.
No, he's
okay.
This is Black History Month. You let a white man get on you, bruh.
You forgave a white man for doing you dirty. Like
During Black History Month, you don't do that.
That shit in Canada, boy. Let me tell you something.
Fam, what is happening in Canada with the blacks? Y'all letting white people get over on y'all in February?
Not like this.
It's not that, because I know. Sorry to sidetrack. You guys already see that convoy shit that's happening in Ottawa and in Toronto right now. So
that shit's going wild.
Yeah. Don't be talking tough right now. You better go slash some tires to protect your country.
But the owner did say that in the near future, like if any limited, like, you know, raffles come, he said he'll probably be able to help me out. Because I said to him, I go, listen, I'm not gonna win every single raffle, but if you see me putting around for the near future, just let me know. And he goes, all right, say less.
So you basically got the okay. All right, hold on. Let's sum this up. You called the dude out for backdooring your shoes, and then you bullied him into winning the next raffle. Ain't that some shit?
It sounds like he convinced him to backdoor for him.
Exactly. Ain't that some what?
Yep. That's why
my fault, Jay Wise. I'm sorry.
Jay Wise, never mind. Black power, bro. You got over. You just won.
From Atlanta to Toronto, my boy. But shit, good on you. Bro.
Yeah, man. You just won Black History Month, bro.
I tell you.
Listen to me. I would invite, like I said, I would even go getting married in the summertime. I'll try my best to invite all you guys because, Caravan is supposed to be coming up summertime. And my best bet, I want to try and meet up with you guys one by one, whatever.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. The way y'all look on TV, there's no way I'm going to Canada right now. You're gonna have to come to us. You better get a passport. Like y'all niggas is wilding up there, bro. Hell no, y'all got convoys going to your White House. Y'all about to have your own January 6th.
I mean, it's crazy cold there.
Nigga said it's minus 40. What you mean was wrong? That shit is the real.
It's
Every day, my
But yo, if you're wearing Arc'teryx, you're good to go. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, hell nah. Y'all got nope.
Yeah, that shit at all. Is my face gonna be
Exactly. Hell nah. It's cold.
I'm gonna feel it in my eyes. Nah, man, you can't do this to me, man.
It's cold as hell, and y'all gonna have niggas running. Well, white people running over me. I'm good. I'm fine. I will be here.
Listen to me. We have our black folks that are there, yo. So don't get it twisted. But yo, like I say, man, come on down, yo. Don't worry. Our best thing to do in Canada, I have a nice cold ice bath.
Come on down. You mean come on up, nigga? We're under you. Pause. Like, what are you talking about?
Hey,
I said pause. I cleaned it up. We're doing geography right now in sample size. All right, we're having a geography class.
My bad. But yeah, that was the biggest thing. You know what I mean? So hopefully a new raffle comes, a limited release. I should be able to get something. But the biggest news right now is that NFT and Nike and StockX. Jesus Christ, that shit was fuego. Crazy.
man. That's a real noise that man just made right there. Like when he get to the cheese, that's how you know it's
That's where Drake got the sound from. Drake stole it right from J-Wise, bro.
Listen, I feel like J-Wise knows a lot of do you know Baca and all of them up there, J-Wise? You know the dudes?
You know what? I'll be honest with you guys. I know I grew up with Nico, Future the Prince. Baca, I don't know. I know a couple 1-2 guys, but when they're in that camp, they don't know you no more. I'm a little person to them, you know what I mean? So
you better go take them to court for copyright infringement.
And they asked back to Metro Housing.
Yeah, bro, they stole all your shit, bro. Whatever that noise was, Drake been stealing that shit for years. You better go get some coins.
That's how we do when Kari's around his rich friends. He be like, "Oh yeah, I used to know that and stuff like that."
What rich friends do I have? First of all, I live in Alabama, man. You rich if you own a riding lawnmower as opposed to a push. I live in Huntsville.
That's true.
It's not hard to be rich here.
That's very true. That's very true.
Like, wait a minute, what? You got a radio in your car and AC? Nigga, and door handles? Shit.
Meanwhile, the person
system in Alabama.
Meanwhile, the person saying that got 2 teeth.
You a goat for some shit down here.
See? Exactly.
What are we listening to right now? Animal for some shit?
Nah, you're listening to first world problems. But y'all up there, y'all got some real problems. Niggas, I'm telling you, man, that's wild. They're going to your capital, about to have what is it? What's today? February 3rd? They about to have a February 4th up in that bitch. Y'all better relax. Y'all better just be careful.
Damn. Y'all are wild. Okay, so anyone else got anything that's on their mind this evening?
I do.
Okay. All right. Yes, ma'am. Yes, Jaleesa.
Okay, so, in sample size and on the timeline and all of that, we love to have fun. We love to joke. For whatever reason, y'all love to get degraded by me, and that's totally cool. I need y'all to be better at, understanding when I am trying to tell you to leave me the fuck alone, though, because I feel like a lot of times we tread the line and y'all don't understand when to stop. And this isn't, directed to Johnny. I didn't already talk to Johnny, whatever. But this whole, I'm gonna shoot at Jaleesa and I know I can get with Jaleesa and let me tell jokes to get Jaleesa's attention. Y'all gotta chill, because I'm a human being and some of that shit is very extra. Very extra. And then when I've come through and I've made my joke or said whatever to be like, hey, haha, that's cool, let's stop, and y'all keep going, from here on out, I'm gonna just cuss everybody out.
Damn, you just gonna say that and then just go?
Not Kari. She said what she got to say. Anybody else got anything to talk about? Y'all better leave that girl alone tonight. She gonna cut your face off. Leave her alone.
I mean, but that's real. So we talk about, we talk about protecting women, right? That's a big thing that we do out here. And in doing so, obviously we all joke, we all laugh, stuff like that. But I do believe that, there are some situations that you obviously just, lines you obviously just shouldn't cross with people. And so when they cut your ass off or when something happens, you can't be surprised that it happens. That's been the story of my life, the last few months, but there's other times where jokes are going on and somebody's like, yo, okay, enough of it. Like, that's enough jokes. Like, if it goes past this, then we got an issue, right? And, I want to make sure that, we all hear Julissa very clearly, just like we hear every other woman in this room, because the fact of the matter is that a lot of the women, y'all are really, really dope. I know for a fact that a lot of y'all ladies get weirdo dudes in your DMs. I've talked to a few of y'all one-on-one, and some of y'all have even shown me screenshots of the weird ass shit that goes on in your DMs. And y'all listen, y'all can't be weird like that. First of all, y'all know that's not gonna get them to like y'all, right? You have to know that at this point. You know what I mean? That's not how you get their attention. If we need to have a men's night, we have a ladies' night, and just teach niggas the game out here, I'm cool with that. But that's not how to do that.
Not just that, Kari, but I know that y'all think it's funny, but it's not funny to intentionally try to get me to go off on people. And I think that's what my problem was today. A lot of people were egging things on and being like, oh, she finna snap on John. And it's bro, why would you intentionally want me to be rude or mean to somebody? That's really what was bothering me about it today. People were looking for me to snap in a certain way or to joke in a certain way, and it wasn't even necessary. I shut it down with Johnny the way I needed it to, let it go, but it was still oh, here she comes, she about to get you, and it's just damn, and I don't think that y'all or that people realize that it comes off like that sometimes. It dead ass comes off sometimes. Y'all are sticking me on people, and I don't like that. So stop doing that to me. We could joke. I'm going to snap if I feel like I got to snap. I'm going to say what I feel like I got to say, but don't intentionally pick at me to get that reaction. If you got a humiliation kink, it's a tip jar. You could tip me, and then we could go ahead and work out your sexual fantasies how you want to work them out. But we're not doing this anymore after today.
Yo, if y'all giving humiliation tips to get kinks off on Twitter, y'all some sick ass niggas. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey man, I degrade y'all niggas for tips.
Exactly. My tip jar wide open. I'll embarrass the fuck out of you.
You have a purple heart react emoji. I don't know if anybody else noticed that, but
not because Risha created Twitter. That's why Risha owns Twitter. That's why.
So let me tell y'all what Risha got that none of us have because we all basic. You know what Risha got? Risha got voice DM. She's got voice memos in the DM. She can voice memo you within DM. Exclusive shit. We ain't got none of that. Ain't none of us got that shit. She different, but she's Twitter, so hey,
Exactly. We're just trying to be her.
Exactly. We're gonna bring Dino up, and then we're gonna bring Johnny up. But while we're bringing Dino up, and Brandon, I see your hand too. I just want to also, again, since we're having, kind of a family night tonight, Julissa, I want to express my apologies on public forum if I've contributed to that. I know sometimes, we can. So let me just say this one time. If I egg somebody on, right, or if I think it's a joke, right? But I'm gonna tell you like this: there's never been a time where I've ever wanted to sick you on somebody like Nas Julissa, go and get them. And we'll say, I understand that on sneaker Twitter, sometimes we all can get pigeonholed into certain roles. We get typecast into certain roles out here. I totally get that. And I know that people tend to typecast you into going off on people or that person when people really don't know behind the scenes. You're really not that person. You're a sweetheart. A lot of people don't know that. But, I don't want people feeling that's a thing either. I'm not going to speak on your behalf. I can't speak on your behalf. But just if I contributed to that, let me offer my public apologies as well. Listen, Kari takes accountability for his actions. A lot of motherfuckers on Twitter that don't like to take accountability for their actions, but Kari does. So if I contributed to that, please accept my apologies for that as well. Brandon, what's going on with you?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing tonight?
We good, brother. You rich off of that Ethereum yet? What's popping?
Nah, man. Nah, I ain't messing with that yet, bro. I ain't about to get caught up there and lose all my money. Now, I was having, man, I'm 40 now, bro. I be sitting here, you know, trying to create and thinking of, I just be in a mix sometimes. And I was thinking, you know when Virgil was getting sued by Walkerware, they're having a WW on his jacket, and I couldn't for the life of me figure out he's off-white while we have WW. Could it be he was on his demise and he wanted to give a shout-out or like a shine a light on somebody who was a trailblazer, and that was his way of doing it? Like, I was trying to figure out, did she get noticed because she was suing Off-White? Just discussion. I know I'm off somewhere else, but I'd be like that sometimes.
Nah, April's an OG, like, in the designing game. So I definitely would not minimize anything that she had going on to getting big off of suing Virgil.
Not that part. No, I'm not going that far. I'm saying, is it his way of acknowledging to the people who may not have known her? I've known who she was before this.
Right. No, I was responding to what you had said at the end, that her son was a part of it or whatever, and that's far from the truth. But what I would say is, if that is what he was doing, then he should have verbalized it. And because he didn't make it known to the point to where she felt like she had to sue, then I highly doubt he did it in a way to pay homage.
I couldn't figure it out for the life of me. Then when he died, I was like, damn, maybe he thought it. Maybe he was that type of thinker. Like, I'm going to do this and big up. But, yeah, I just couldn't figure that part out there. That's it, bro.
And I'm going to piggyback off that, right? Because, I agree with Jaleesa's point. Yeah, I don't think it was that. I think they really just, was designing and, it ended up where it was. But I'm going to tell you, salute to April, because even after that man passed, she gave that man his flowers. Like, she put a post out there for him. She wished his family well. She gave her heartfelt condolences. So, it's funny, right? Because a lot of times out here, when we see things happen or we see conflict, people tend to become extremists that aren't even involved in the fucking conflict, and they choose sides, right? And so, like, what happens, right? Because of I'm sure there were people on April's side that was like, "Nah, man, F Virgil, blah 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 blah." And then what happens is that the man passes, and she's like, "Y'all, listen, this was a business issue, but personally, condolences to that man. Like, I didn't hate the man." She said that when we spoke to her. She's like, "I don't hate that man." You know what I'm saying? But what's mine is mine, and what I built is what I built. And so I'm gonna protect what I built. So there were a lot of people that ended up looking goofy out here because they didn't know what to do with that. Because they're like, "Wait a minute! I thought that we've been smoking on that. We've been bashing Virgil all the time. We've been doing that. And it's like, no, y'all been doing that because y'all wanted to be loud and extreme and goofy. April Walker, didn't do that."
Yeah, I respect what she did. I really respect what she did, because I couldn't for the life of me trying to figure out why he put WW instead of OW, which he changed it later. But I respect how she sued him and didn't take it personal. So
absolutely, 100%.
Yeah.
Kari just gave y'all a lesson in both subtweeting and in taking accountability, because that whole little spiel was a subtweet about accountability, and I hope y'all caught it.
If you know,
I did. I just want to point that out. I had to step away for a second, but I caught that.
I'm a Scorpio, man. Y'all know how I operate. So,
same as that, bro.
Yeah, that shit. It wasn't slick, Kari. It was right on point of the week's events. A hell of a segue, yeah, it was.
It was. It definitely was.
There it is. Johnny, what's going on with you, brother?
Hey, what's going on, y'all? I just wanted to backtrack a little bit to what y'all was talking about to begin the space. First off, I just wanted to say that I apologize, because it was never my intention to make anybody feel uncomfortable or have anybody feel any type of way about anything that I said. My original joke was it was in the moment thing. It was a joke. I thought it would end there, but like she was saying, people were egging it on, and then it goes on from there. Now, as far as people egging on, I'm fine with people saying things in good taste or whatever. But once it feels like somebody's saying something to like make me look silly or to clown me in a way, then I feel like I'm obligated to respond in that situation. So I think sometimes, when you respond and then you reply to all, it kind of makes it seem like you're kind of going at, one person individually, or, you're continuing something on and on, when it's not necessarily that. It's just you responding to that particular comment. So I think that's kind of what I got caught up in, at least today. But like I said, it won't happen again. I was just, it was a joke today. It is what it is. And I, like I said, I did apologize to Jaleesa in the DM. And, I'm definitely accountable for my actions. Like I said, if I make anybody feel uncomfortable, that's definitely not my intention. But at the same token, like, I'm not going to sit down and be quiet if somebody comes from out of nowhere outside of the conversation and is talking. You know what I mean? So as long as we clear on that, like I said, I'm not going to bring up that whole situation again. Like, as far as I'm concerned, it was just jokes to begin with, and it's dead now. It's overboard now. I feel like it went to a place where it really shouldn't have went. So, it's behind me, and hopefully we can all move forward from it.
There it is. Look at that, man. Accountability, man. It's real kumbaya up in here tonight. Not gonna lie, I got some violence for y'all tonight a little bit later, but right now I love how kumbaya it is in here, though. That's dope. And Johnny, appreciate you for that too, man. For real, like Jaleesa had mentioned it. Y'all are good. I know y'all are good. Like, so no worries with that whatsoever, man. So yeah, she gave you the 100 emoji, so y'all are good, man. I know Paxton had his hand up, and I see Keesley hand up. Paxton, did you have something that you wanted to say?
Yeah, man, I was actually curious to see your thoughts on, or even if it's on your radar, the acronym Nike collab, and specifically the acronym Blazer Low that's being shown around on Instagram right now because it comes out this week. Is that on your radar at all? Have you guys seen any of that?
Shit's trash to me. I don't like them. Now, here's the deal. That's just me. But they look like Legos. They remind me of the Swarovski Air Force Ones that just dropped, and as far as mechanics and utility. And I'm just not a fan of that bolted on look. I'm gonna try to find a picture of them, but y'all, if y'all know what I'm talking about, like y'all can sound off on them as well. But I don't like them.
Yeah, here's the thing. I don't know if I like them either, to be honest with you. Like, I've really liked Acronym and Nike's collabs throughout the years, like the Prestos that they did and the Vapor Max. And I really wish I could have gotten the downtown Air Force One highs that they did. They also did an Air Force One low, too, with a nice zipper on it. But that Blazer, to me, I just don't know. I don't know how I feel about it, man. I think it's because of the sole. I don't think I could see myself rocking a Blazer. Yeah. But I think the thing on the back, too, is just, it's interesting. Like, it's cool. You can 3D print your own clip and, like, clip it on. But you're right, man. Because it has screws, it looks like it has, like, a bolted-on look, which I don't know how I feel about it either. It doesn't add any function to it. It's just more for looks, and I guess it's kind of polarizing. I don't know how I feel about it.
Now, here's my question.
Up until 2 seconds ago, I have been assuming for at least a month that shoe was like a part of the Fly Ease line. Like, the whole back of it, I was like, oh, this is for kids in wheelchairs or something. And I don't know why my mind said kids in wheelchairs, but I for sure thought it was for somebody that had some type of disability or something. And so for that alone, I'm gonna be skipping it because what?
Yeah, now, hey, Paxton, here's my question. So you can 3D print your own clip. Now, is that authorized through Nike, or am I about to get sued for 3D printing my own clip and putting it on the shoe?
Boo! Tomato, boo!
That Soulbox was doing an event in Germany, so I don't think anyone's gonna be mad if you custom make a clip for yourself. That's fine. If you have a 3D printer, I think that was just an event with Soulbox, the store in Germany. I don't know. I think Acronym is based out of Berlin, but Errolson Hugh is the founder. He's from Alberta, actually, which is where I'm from in Canada.
That's dope. Yeah, they're probably going to be a pass for me personally. Does anybody else have any thoughts about the Acronym joint? It's on the screen now if y'all want to see what they look like.
Yeah, it's a no for me. And I'm big into blazers. Like, I love blazers, but yeah, no, it's a no.
It's definitely a no, but I remember that you also said something else was a pass for you that you bought today, Car. Sorry, gotta go.
Oh, wow.
You know what? I don't know what you're talking about. What else there was a pass? I said that the Jones were a pass.
I think we had a discussion about them. You said they were plain.
They are plain. They are plain as hell. But plain, I mean, I most of my collection is all white Air Force Ones. However,
That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie.
Not the discussion. Not the discussion.
You know what, Card? My bad. You're right.
No, I want. So really, what I'm really intrigued about, because it's Jound and because it has the Jound premium on it, I really want to see if they're up to par with the quality on that shoe. I really want to see how good the leather is on that shoe, or if it's just another fake that they slapped Jound's name on. That's really, and I knew they were gonna fly, so it's one of those things you got to make a quick ass decision. I saw somewhere online they had like 20 pairs or something on the website when they dropped, something crazy. So it was an impulse buy. I'm not gonna listen. It was an impulse buy. Okay. So yeah. All right. Accountability.
Wait, hold on. Before I go back on you for another 20 minutes, because I'm trying to do 7 things at once. Those were 300, right? Right? How much were the card?
Yeah, they were $300 sneak, not including shipping. Yes,
and that's the Air Force One. But yet you told your Lisa that the Comme des Garçons foam houses were expensive and stupid.
Legend, you better talk. You better preach, Legend.
Okay, first of all, I don't know what kind of rich ass people y'all are, but 300 and 500 are two different amounts.
They went on sale though. They went on sale in the 300s.
We talk about Air Force Ones, which after one wear, I mean, we know, Car, your collection is one and done anyway, as opposed to foam houses that you could literally wear for 10 years straight and still look
No, Legend. He's hoping the quality is foamposite quality. He said the quality of it. The quality of the leather is what he's hoping made it worth $300. That's what he said. He didn't say he knew the quality.
Okay, so first of all, I don't want them to be foamposite quality. That's number one. Because foamposites, the thing that changed about the CDG was the mold, not the quality. Is the quality better on the CDG than a regular foam, or is the mold just different? That's a real question.
No, I've seen them in person, even though I still don't have my pair. Future Sneaker Bay, if you out there, I wear a 6. Go ahead and grab those. Wow. But in person, the quality it's bomb. It's good enough to be worth at least $300. I'm just saying. I've never seen an Air Force One or an Air Force One lookalike that made me say, you know what, I'm gonna spend $300 on that. That's all.
How much was the MCA off white? How much were those? $250?
Maybe $250.
I can't remember what they were at retail. I was gonna say because niggas be breaking $250, $300 on a pair of ones, on a pair of Air Force Ones. Like they do that.
You know what? You know what, Card? I apologize for even having this conversation because you told me that one time you bought 9 pair of Air Force Ones in one day. So $300 for a pair is nothing for you.
You know what?
Bro, Legend, you're reckless as hell, bro. Yo.
I'm sober tonight.
Hey, hold on, Legend. I'm gonna have to defend Kari for a second because he probably saw a pair of the Air Force Ones to that 8-letter cook group so they could do that deconstruction video. So, them pay for themselves.
Oh my God.
No, sir.
What you don't know is he has people at the stores call him with more than 3 pair at a time come in so he can come buy them outright.
No, definitely not. And I give a lot of stuff back too, man. Like I sold when I went and bulk bought those Air Force Ones. That was when I sold them for 50 clips. I sold them for $50. I took a $40 loss.
You did that.
What's a 50 clip?
Jordan, really?
That sounds like some drug dealer terms you're spitting right there, buddy. What you got going on over there in the second apartment? Yo, a 50 clip. Damn, Kari.
I would be a terrible reseller to buy Air Force One's retail price and turn around and sell them for $40 cheaper.
I mean, but none of us believe you anyway, so that's fine.
You'll be just like any other reseller.
Damn. It's true, though. That's a good point. Now, I got to hold on to them for like a month or two and then drop the price when I can't move them.
Did Dino teach you that?
Damn. Really? Wow. Dino, I got to bring Dino back up to the stage just for that.
Yeah, these mic requests, ever since I started picking on you, Kari, I'm going crazy.
We have 6 mic requests now, thanks to Legend.
I'm going to go back on mute.
In my direction.
Yep.
So we're going to go. Who was next even with the hands? Key?
It was Key, then Darth, then Tuck.
Okay, Key, what's up?
Hey, I was gonna go back to something Julissa was saying about the men or whatever, but I feel like we kind of switched gears, so I'm not gonna go too deep into it. I will say though, guys, please stop with the dumb shit. Like, don't talk about you want to spoil me, and don't send me money because I'm sick of that. And 2, I have a girlfriend. I like girls. None of y'all niggas are getting close to me, so I just need to put that out there because for some reason people don't get it.
She says she don't like dick, niggas. Leave her alone.
He does not like you. So.
Yo.
Hold on, because that's
And
what
Legend.
she said. That's not what the queen said. What she said is y'all niggas can't get next to her. Don't put words in her mouth. Just listen.
I never shot my shot at Keith, so I'm fine. Number 2, she says she don't like y'all dicks, nigga. I made it clear, y'all dicks, so leave her alone.
Oh, if y'all can see Bree on the video chat right now, she's just like, you know what?
Leave Key alone, because if you don't, Kari coming after you with the 50 clip. If you don't leave Key alone, y'all better leave Key alone.
Wow. You know what? That's the last time I used drug
the 50 clip, Kari?
With the 50 clip. And we all know, Kari like to ask for addies. Don't give him 7, give him 1. Because if you give him 7, he gonna say you homeless, nigga. Keep playing.
Hey, Kari bought 50.
Kari did not buy 50 pairs of nothing.
He literally told us, y'all remember this. Kari said, most of my collection is white Air Force Ones.
Yeah, somebody need to mute that mic, for real.
It's like Darth. I think that's Darth Throat.
Oh, that was Darth. Okay. Well, we're going to let him. Actually, I'm sorry. Kean, I want to make sure we give you space too. Like, was there anything else that you wanted to make sure that you said?
No, that was it. Just stop fucking talking to me, you men. Like, for real. I'll be cool with y'all, but like, all the extra stuff is a dub. Like, I'm letting y'all know that now.
I want to be Key's hype man so bad, but I don't want Julissa on my neck tonight, so I'm gonna leave that alone.
Hey, Key, that fit though with the Jordan 1s?
Fire.
Thank you.
Yeah, I liked it too.
With the green pants, yeah.
Yo, are you still in Atlanta, Key?
Leather pants.
Yes, I am.
Where's D Will? Never mind.
I'm guessing he should be in here right now, actually.
He should be. I don't know where he's at, but tell him bring his ass in here. Y'all been out cracking crab legs all day.
Yeah, y'all look like y'all just got a stimulus check. What the hell going on over there?
Wow, that's crazy. I need another stimmy though.
I do need a stimmy. I don't know.
Please, that wasn't my close friends. Oh my gosh.
Oh, never mind.
Wow.
This is nothing bad.
Kari, you're terrible today, Kari.
Jordan's face lit up like I said something crazy.
Wow, bro. Don't call out my face because you're talking too much. Loose lips sink ships, Kari.
Y'all know Kari knows how to do one thing. Is shit that needs to be in the vault. Y'all know that.
Until you get kicked out of a space. I mean, what happened?
Wow.
Oh,
wow.
Yep.
Wow. I'm gonna ramp down sample size for tonight because apparently y'all niggas don't know how to act.
Jordan.
What did I say?
Jordan said, y'all thought you would have on peace tonight. What the hell happened, man? Nate got to you or something?
Nah, I just took my fish oil vitamins. Them shits is kicking in.
Nah, don't act surprised now. He called all black Canadians the blacks, and we just let that slide. So don't act surprised.
Oh my!
You said you don't like Black History Month last week. Shut the hell up.
We're gonna go to Dark Road, 1914. I see 5 Beta Sigma is in the building tonight. What's going on with you, Dark?
Hey, how you doing? Thank you for giving me the floor, bro. First and foremost, sorry for my mic. I was out there at a little salsa event, so the little music was playing or whatever. So basically, I just want to say, Julissa, thank you so much for starting that challenge. It got me back involved with the sneaker community online. It's really dope. It made me actually go into my collection and start pulling out some stuff, and I've been having fun with it. So really appreciate you, Queen, for doing that. And I also agree with what you said about how, we need to calm down as men, because we do. Like, guys, like, let's just have fun on here or whatever. And then the second thing I wanted to say was going back to the Virgil and April situation. When you have designers and people are building a brand, people are sensitive about their shit, and that's just the bottom line, right? So if you're going to pay homage to somebody, be very intentional and explicit about it. Don't be cryptic. Don't try to be cool and like set it up in subliminal. No, if you showing love to somebody, they need to be known, you know, that's what you're trying to do, so that it's not misinterpreted when it goes out to the masses. And then third, I don't know if you guys ever had a conversation about this, but just basically, I recently went to a sneaker store in Miami. I'm not gonna say the name, but I noticed that there were, you know, authentic shoes, but there were also high grade fakes mixed in with the authentic shoes. And I know that there are resellers and things like that people that we know personally. And are we calling these people out? Or are we just saying, you know, it's not my business, people should just know better? And then third of all, a little gem for the fellas. Fellas, if you want to shoot your shot, go on LinkedIn. You can look at somebody's experience. You can look at their background and just legally see, like, you know, where they are in life. And guess what? All these women on LinkedIn, they want to be married. They don't want to be single.
Not
They have a better shot. So give those people a chance.
Actually,
thank you, Kari. Thank you for giving me the floor. And that's all I wanted to say.
Darth, you are right, because LinkedIn is where they get it popping, bro. LinkedIn.
I want to comment on one thing as a neighborhood recruiter. Don't do that.
Yo, I'm just letting y'all know. I know a lot of females that tell me a lot of shit goes down on in their LinkedIn DMs. So I mean,
I'm a recruiter as well, so I wasn't speaking out of ignorance. I was just speaking out of, you know, people trying to shoot their shot at me when they see my experience and they think that like they got a chance and I kind of have to curve them. Imagine a husky do curving somebody, but I do.
I do it all the time. The only reason I said that is I work with women as well, and they be like, "How do you follow me?" And you're talking about work, and then it becomes that, and it gives real like you know, harassment vibes. So that's why I was on the other side of that, but I get you.
Oh, Darth. Yo,
I got a message on LinkedIn. I kid you not. It was from a matchmaker that's on LinkedIn. She was a legit matchmaker. She was like, "Hey, I like your profile. I see that you do da 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 da. You're doing very well. I have a matchmaking service on LinkedIn for Black professionals." And it's like he goes around to people's profiles that seem to have their shit together. And she's like, "Yo, I want to matchmake." I'm like, "For real? This is a thing? This is a real message, for real." So I don't know what's going on.
Yo, Darth, I want to say I appreciate your hat as an avid Pokemon player. As an avid Pokemon player, I appreciate your hat, bro. I'm 32 and I still play Pokemon to this day. Thank you for your hat. You got style, my nigga. Thank you.
Thank you so much, bro. Like, I'm 33. I turned 34 on the 14th. And, I mean, I just want to surround myself around things that make me happy. Stay away from triggers. Pokemon make me happy. Star Wars make me happy.
Thank you.
That's just what it is. Preach.
You've been watching the new Disney Plus show? We about to sound like real geeks in here, and I don't care. That's right. That's absolutely right. That's in my bio, baby. All right, word. Sample size where families come together.
Although I've never seen an episode of Star Wars or however you do those things. But what's up? Hey, catch me up.
Hey, no, I've never seen a full Star Wars movie, and I know there's Star Wars fans in here. Same. I've never seen a full Star Wars movie before, so I got to get on it. I think he's a Darren here. Adair's a huge Star Wars fan.
How are you? Adair, make him sit through the worst 3 movies of all time first in Star Wars history. Make him watch them, the series, whatever. Just make him watch them.
Kari, you got until April to get this done, or I'm blocking you for real this time.
I don't understand how you haven't watched the movies, bro.
Hey, what day in April is it?
Star Wars or shit like that? Because I ain't seen that shit neither. Why did she request a mic now? Now y'all got to request it to see. Yeah, we should have talked about Star Wars. Now she's up here.
But before she comes up here, Jaleesa, is it April 1st, or like what? Do we have a date in April that he got to be done by?
He not even gonna know. Just do it by the month of April, because one day he gonna wake up in April and his number gonna be blocked.
I respect that.
Is the Mandalorian good enough, or like I really gotta like
hell yeah,
type shit?
Yeah, but you
like the Revenge of the.
Don't disrespect the series. Don't even say it. Yes, the Mandalorian's good. Kari, don't even do it to yourself, bro.
No. I'm not saying is it good. Like, am I good if I've only ever seen the Mandalorian?
No, you need to watch the movies too, bro.
You gotta go back.
Y'all niggas
with Mark Hamill. Are you serious right now?
All right, well, has everybody here seen all the hood movies and shit?
Yes, yes. I've seen Menace to Society. Why do you think I stay in the suburbs?
Let's watch Belly and then we'll talk.
Belly was absolute. Listen,
Yes.
can we talk about?
1 and 2. Yes.
Can we?
Paper Soldiers.
Can we acknowledge?
The Last Don.
Can we acknowledge?
Dragon is what we gonna
Yes.
watch. That's what y'all need. That's black superheroes for you. We gonna
Can-
watch one Black Panther, and we gonna see what's
Can
up.
we have a sample size movie?
Yeah, we should. Can we acknowledge how bad Nas and T-Boz were in Belly? Their acting performance was absolute shit, and I don't care what nobody says.
Take this man off the stage. Take this nigga off the stage right now.
Movies were absolute shit. Let's go to Africa. Africa's a country. Where are you going? Let's go to Africa. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Let's just hop, skip, jump to Africa.
This is your fault, bro.
Quick question. Who said let's go to Africa?
Nas.
Nas and T-Boz.
Oh yeah, that was I said it, but Nas said that.
Yeah. Let's.
Crazy. I was just about to tell everybody Steve's was fine, and here he go reciting that shit. You know what?
Thank you.
Damn, Steve.
Terrible acting.
It's your blessing, brother.
Hey man, look. I mean that opening scene. Look, I have Belly on DVD. You know what I'm saying? But the acting is bad. Like when you go back and look at movies from years past, or even a year past, like I remember I watched Queen and Slim in the movie theaters, and then I watched it a year later. I was like, yo, this shit is low key whack. Like none of this shit makes sense. Like it just doesn't make no sense. I'm like, why would she be that angry on the first date? They're at Waffle House or at a diner. Why is she doing all that on the first date? And then they become best friends on the run?
Yeah. It's because Lena Waithe's kind of slow.
I was about to say I've never seen the movie, but
We're not gonna go on that. Go on her, but yeah, she definitely be on some other shit.
don't start who?
The soundtrack was hit, boy. Soundtrack was good.
Hold on. Did somebody say don't start me on Lena Waithe?
Please, look, Jordan.
Yes, I said
Jordan and
please
Lena
don't
Waithe.
start.
That's a bad. That's a bad combo right there.
Yeah,
I ain't got.
she
I don't have.
silent on Versus.
I don't have a.
You like ever watch like Versus? Is like, but like some of their comments are just. It's just like. It's like she has an intern, a white intern, commenting for her. It's just. I think it was the D'Angelo one, and she was saying, "Man, he's like the drunk uncle that is always invited to the cookout, like dumb shit like that." And it's like, all that shit is not even necessary.
What? Cringe.
Yes.
Cringe.
But y'all want to go support them black trauma ass movies, but I'm gonna leave it alone.
Wow.
Hey chef. Hey chef, how you doing today? I see you got a mic.
Food Network's own.
Because
Chef
I'm
Adair.
not doing this with Jordan tonight. Hey chef. How are you?
Bobby Flay's own is in the building. Chef Adair, how are you feeling this evening?
Now, hold on. Pause. I know that y'all did not just shut up Jordan to tell Adira's violent ass to start talking. That's all that I'm saying.
Thank you. Thank you, Jerlisa. Thank you.
You make a valid point there. You make a super
All I'm
valid
saying
point.
is we not gonna act like Jordan more violent than you.
We don't even know what the picture is this evening.
What do you mean not this week? I'm a pup compared to her. I'm still trying to learn. What are you talking about?
I just wanted to say, I don't claim to be. I say I'm a sneaker community affiliate. So as an affiliate, I would just like to say, I don't like something in particular that I see going on in the sneaker community, and it's just an observation. But there seems to be a lot of people that lack confidence in what they bring to the community, so much so that they feel like they have to go out of their way to push people out. And I see that a lot when it comes to Kari. People can't just have a difference of opinion with him. They can't just say, hey, he does things differently than I do them, and that's how he does them. They have to, we need to get him out of here, or we need to, pull up on him, or it's all of this like really outlandish stuff. And I don't know how everybody else was raised, but the way that I was raised was to be confident enough in myself and what I bring to the table that I don't have to make an effort to pull anybody else down. I can just be me, and that's enough to get me to where I'm trying to go. And so what I wish would happen, especially between these grown men on social media, is that if they don't like somebody, just don't interact with them. Don't watch their content. Don't mention them. Don't talk to them. Just exist in your own space and do what you do. And if you believe that's truly enough, then you don't have to do a live about anybody. You don't have to block anybody from your very small Twitter space. You don't have to try to impact anybody's opportunities, because if you really believe in yourself enough, then you should have so much work to do in your own space that you should not need to try to come over and impact somebody else. So from what I've observed, I think that Kari brings something very amazing to the community. I think he is known as the storyteller. He's known as the person who gives you a lot of detail and puts a lot into what he does. And that's important to have. I live in a very small town. There are other vegan businesses that exist here. I don't purposely try to impact people going to patronize them because I believe in what I do. That's how we got on Food Network. I didn't have to impact anybody else or their lane. I just rode mine, and I did what I was supposed to do, which is keep my eyes on myself. So I wish that more people would do that if they just don't like something, but it's not necessary to try to remove somebody from the community or make people think less of them. If you don't like them, just shut the fuck up and go on about your business. Okay, that's it.
You want to go first, or you want me?
No, please. I'm digesting, brother. Go ahead.
So I wasn't gonna go here tonight, but you know what, Steph, since we went to school in the same area, I'm gonna go ahead and go here too. I made a tweet the other day about the foolishness in Twitter, where it's just like you can't just exist. You can make a tweet, your own opinion, and somebody always has to argue with it. I could say the sun is out. They'd be like, not over here. Okay, I'm talking to you. And I really don't understand, to Chef's point, why, if you don't mess with me. Again, we had this conversation in our chat group maybe last week. Y'all know I'm not a fan of Tiffany Haddish. I'm not going to a movie that she's the star in. Why? Because I don't want to see her. I don't find her humorous. I don't enjoy her content, so I don't watch it. What kind of person would I be to go to somebody I don't like and then go, see how stupid that was? I told you it was going to be stupid. Well, you have an opinion about them, and you can have that. But the bottom line is, you don't exist to me until you tweet me or say something to me in this particular instance. I don't need to know you. I don't need to interact with you. If you want to use my name to get clout, that just shows how much of how much of a lack of content that you actually have. Here's my last point in this. If I'm so small and so insignificant, why do all of your tweets have me, my boys, my homegirls in it? That's the bottom line. If I don't like you, maybe I'll say something to Kari if I have a conversation, but that's between me and him. But you like to interact in public and show out. But then when I could comment, oh, now I'm hurt. No, I'm about to hurt your feelings. So I'm
Hey, Legend, did you grow up? My mom used to say, don't show your hand. Like, even if something bothers you, if somebody bothers you, you have a circle, you have maybe a trusted group of people or a person that you get that out with, but you don't show your hand publicly. You don't do all of this goofy stuff that people do. That's how I was raised.
I was raised the same way, but here's the other side of this. My mom was like, look, at some point, when it's your turn, go too far. And that's why I don't say stuff. In a lot of instances, I just go silent, because when I say something, oh, now I'm the jerk because I went too far. Yeah, I'm telling you right now in front of 100 people, which is more than any other chat locally or on Twitter Spaces. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to go too far. Leave me alone, and we won't have no problem. I don't care how many subscribers I got. I don't care how many followers I have.
if you keep talking crazy, I'm going to go too far. Point blank, period.
That's crazy, man, that y'all was raised that way, because I was always raised to show hands.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Let's just box about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't like me, you should fight me. Right? Is the bottom line. If you don't like me, you should. It should be on your heart to put your hands up.
Oh, Nate, I totally condone violence. Yes.
Wow.
No, I'm
say that.
saying,
Adira.
if you're emotional, like if you're so emotional about Kari's content that you got to go make a live, like I just wouldn't do that because like I'm just not gonna show my emotions like that. Like if that man bothers me that much, I'm gonna go like get that out privately, but I'm not gonna do something goofy like that in public. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What's crazy about it though, like I just can't get over the fact that it's like really giving obsession at this point. And it's like, it's just weird. Like it's just a straight weird for a grown man. You know what? Let me shut up.
Nah, it's a fact. It's a fact. He's a fan. That's the thing. He watches all Kari's videos.
Way back when, and like I thought he was like, I liked the way his presentation was and everything. So I mean, of course, I supported his first space that he was a part of, and then when he made his own space, I was like, So that's why I came to sample size. To me, I think it's a few things. It's just people. It's a mob mentality. Everyone is going to gang up on the one person to try and get him out of here. And to me, from what I've seen, Kari is a disruptor as far as his content, how he conducts himself, how he's transparent, everything that I would want to align myself with. That's why I'm kind of constantly in this space, because some of that other stuff is just corny to me, and I feel like and mostly I think that he is in it for the right reasons. I think a lot of people are in it just because they're whatever they may be. They may be a culture vulture. They just want to be an influencer. They just want to build that connections to, springboard to something else. So I think it's just a lot of things that go into, any industry that you go in, whether it's music, acting, whatever the case may be. It's just that we see it in the forefront because, we're cool with Kari.
Yeah. Touche.
Listen, man.
Appreciate that for real.
All I'm gonna say is, hold on. All I'm gonna say is, that nigga is a fan of Kari's. He watches all his videos. He knows all Kari's content. Don't tell me to stop talking. He knows all his content. He knows, he's out of pocket today. He's out of pocket. He said, "Daddy, stop talking. Daddy about to get an ass whooping." All right, back to what I was saying. So he watches all the Kari's content, and he knows us, which is even weirder. Like, I'm nobody. I'm not gonna say we're nobody. I'm nobody. But don't come to me like I'ma just let you get your rocks off. Nigga, you're weird. And you hear me right now, but you're fucking weird. I want you to understand that. Like, go do something with your life. Go build a car. Go. Probably. People come in this space with backup accounts all the time and other accounts all the time. Y'all act like we don't see it. We see y'all. Y'all want to know what's popping in here. Greatness. We see y'all week in, week out, Tuesday and Saturday for the whole show. Y'all hear everything we say. So if y'all want to be a part of the community, all you got to do is, humble yourself, say you're an asshole, and keep it moving. We'll let you back in. That's all I'm gonna say.
Can we start saying names? Like, let's stop playing games.
I don't know the nigga's name to say his name.
I don't mind saying names, right? So I'm gonna keep it a buck in here, because we bring. I'm always big on bringing things straight to the cards. All right. The person that we're talking about tonight, just so y'all know, is a YouTuber that goes by the name of Rob Dollar. I'm not gonna give him a lot of time because the only reason why I hesitate putting names out there like that is because I feel like that nigga wants shine. Right, but like to some people, bad press, like all press is good press, including bad press, and because his brand is built on drama and it's built on all of that. That's what I'm saying. But I don't know where this conversation may go tonight. It may go some other places, but I don't mind putting names out there at all. Just FYI, I don't mind. If y'all, I respect what y'all want to do. But tonight we're talking. There's a person, and that's the YouTuber. Is a YouTuber is named by Rob Dollar, and he's been trolling me. He's been trolling the guys. He's been popping up into our thing. So there is a
come here.
There's a scandal, as it were, all over YouTube. Apparently, that Kari put up a pair of fake sneakers on his YouTube. And apparently, Rob and a couple other people have been flying off the handle about some sneakers that people said were fake. And so Rob has been trolling a lot of people off that. And so Rob has felt like I need to prove it to him because for some reason I don't know what his approval means, but apparently I need to prove to him that the sneakers are not fake and that they're real. And so until I do that, he keeps hosting these 1.5, 2 hour long live streams on YouTube, going through my videos, like talking about how I'm a culture vulture and I'm a poison to the nigger community and I'm a this and I'm a that and I'm a that. And, that's just really what it is. It's not the first time this happens. There's another group of other people that are on Twitter. They troll me. It's a Henny Bull account. It's a Sir Dale Rob account. It's some other people's accounts. Y'all see these guys because I know some of y'all interact with some of these people. And I know that some people are quiet, when the trolling starts, and then they kick back up when the trolling stops, and it is what it is. I see it all. I've invited all these people to pull up in sample size in the inner groups. They never do it. I invited these people to pull up on me at SneakerCon, and they never do it. And Nate has invited people to pull up, and they never do it. And so, it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just trolling. It's white noise. And I tell my guys, like, as you elevate out here, it comes with the territory. Just be prepared for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's not going to like you. You don't want everybody to like you. If everybody likes you, something's wrong with your ass. If everybody likes you, right? So that's what it is.
And going back to what Nita said on the post, like, sometimes it's just like, you don't even want to have a platform because not everyone is going to ignore your tweets. Like, we're going to pull up. We're going to want to fight. Like, some of us not built, some of us not wrapped too tight. So you really have to be careful about who you're trolling and who you're doing all the rah-rah with because, like, yeah, not everyone's going to just fucking ignore you.
I am indeed not wrapped tight, so try me, please.
It's funny that you say that, Key, because I had that conversation before I took the entire day off from text. Most of yesterday, a whole day today, outside of a couple of interactions, because of that reason. Sometimes you have to take a break because you go, look, somebody's going to catch it. And it may not be the person that should have caught it, but other people, because they tick you off at the last moment or some random stupid comment sends you off the edge. And you're like, see, that wasn't even for you, but the culmination of everything. So sometimes you're right. You got to watch how you talk to people because, again, Charlamagne says all the time, if you slap me and I shoot you, you can't blame me for my reaction. So if I go off, it's because you put me at a level where I said, okay, you know what? It's time. And like I said, I promise I'm going to go too far.
He will go too far.
Going too far. Was there anything else that should be addressed? Anybody else that should be addressed? Or are we just stopping it there?
It all depends on
I
who.
just want to go ahead and address it before somebody double backs to it later. If you're going to address somebody, just don't address everybody that needs to be addressed and get it over with.
I mean, that's what tonight is for, right? So,
Here, don't take a deep breath like Drake, nigga. Don't do that, duppy freestyle head ass nigga. Don't be doing that. Don't do that, bro.
Say it with your chest.
I know where Jaleesa's going, and I know where
Here.
going.
Here, I'll make it easier for you, Kari. I, Jaleesa, am not a part of the kickback. I'm not a part of Soul Food, and I won't be a part of either. You can't tag me in Soul Food because I can't interact with it in Soul Food. If you want me to see it, it has to come out of there. If you want me to be a part of it, it's not in there. Nothing that I do is affiliated there. Black History Month kicks of the day. None of it. And it's not even hate. It was never hate until it was made hate by the other side. So now we just don't, well, let me not say we. Jaleesa just don't fuck with him. And it's that simple. It's Jaleesa.
Fair.
Nah, it's definitely we.
Yeah,
for sure.
Nate fuck with Jaleesa, and I don't fuck with them either. I don't fuck with them niggas, man. Straight up.
So there it is.
Except Shake. I love Shake.
I was gonna say Shake's not a part of that. Shake, we see you in here, by the way. Good evening, sir.
We got love for the OG, but Shake does a very good job of making sure that he cultivates individual relationships as well, right? Like You know, he's not like, this person feels this way, so I automatically feel this way. You know, Shake is from the old school, so he moves different. So there was a thread that got put out there, and we're gonna get to the hands as well. So, you know, I won't give it a ton of time. There was a thread that went out, and it had to do with the fact that I was in a room. Actually, because I don't know if Hawkeye is in here or not, but Hawkeye was talking, and Hawkeye is in NFT. And we've been going, you know, I go back and forth a lot with these guys, and, you know, but I really am interested in hearing their side of it. And so I wanted to pop in, and I was immediately removed from the space. And I was removed by TJ. And so, you know, find out it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I got to respect it. And I'm going to say the same thing that I said in the thread. You know, at the end of the day, I can't do anything but respect, you know, how people feel. And I can't do anything but respect whatever their positions are when it comes to me or when it comes to, you know, issues that I've had with other people. It is what it is. But because of that, and I really okay, let me back up a little bit. When sample size started, I think I said this as well. When sample size started, I told people, please don't feel like you have to choose a side between sample size and a kickback. We're going to keep it a buck in here, right? There's two main spaces, Twitter spaces that go on a weekly basis, right? It's the kickback and it's sample size. I always wanted people to feel like, join both, right? Because both have something to offer out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, conversation is conversation. I've always been a fan of good conversation. Now, because I can no longer be in those spaces, because apparently that wasn't a one-time thing. Apparently, you know, it is that I won't be allowed back in any future kickbacks. That's fine. You know, I'm still not going to tell anybody, don't go. You know what I'm saying? Like, because again, I can't do anything but respect that person's wish. Do I like it? Hell no. Do I understand it? Even less of a no. I don't get it, but at the end of the day, maybe it's not for me to get. You know, like at the end of the day, TJ feels how TJ feels. And it's Kari's responsibility to respect how TJ feels as the host of that show. Like in this room, it's Kari's room. I'm the host in here. So if I want to remove anybody from in here, I can do that. I'm not going to do that tonight. Even if there's people in here that are texting TJ right now, like, hey, yo, I'm still not going to remove anybody from in here. You know what I mean? So it just is what it is, right? It's different strokes for different folks. But because of that, y'all heard what Lisa said, I can't even join the space if I want to join the space anymore. And, you know, it's definitely going to impact other people joining any of these other spaces. It's a shame because it is a breakdown in the community. It's a public breakdown in the community that I was hoping didn't become public. There's a lot of shit that bubbles behind the scenes that y'all don't see or hear about because I don't want it to interrupt the flow of this community. But when things happen like that are a disruptor, that are seen publicly as disruptors, we got to address it so that people know what's going on. Because my DMs are fucking loaded with people like, what the fuck happened to you in Soul Food? What the fuck happened to you in the kickback? What the fuck happened to you and this person and TJ and Jazzera and all these other people? What happened? And if you know me and we speak on a regular basis, you know that I've been struggling with how to actually address that. But I guess tonight's the night. So that's really what it was. I won't go into specific details about like what caused the initial rift. But what I will say is that as a result of the rift, people chose sides. And when you choose sides, you know, there's collateral damage. However, and this is a lesson for people out here. When you make decisions, you got to be prepared for the collateral damage that can come from making that decision. Because at the end of the day, and this may sound a little, I don't know, y'all know I'm not a braggy dude. I'm not a cocky guy. But there's a lot of people out here that got my back. And so when Kari gets a bullet, just know that there's about 5 or 6 of them motherfuckers that's going to come back at you. And that's what happened the next day after that happened. Right? So, like, and I love that. I love the love that's out here. Because I'm not asking nobody, you know, like, but, you know, at the end of the day, people are going to rock with the people that they feel like are genuine and they feel like are for the community. And y'all know me, it's community first, period. I want somebody to find me on record out here on public forum where I bash anybody that has anything to do with anything going on in a soul food or anything like that. Find it and show it to me. We show love and we show respect, right? I'll pull up the receipts. I got the tweets. Listen, I feel like you got to choose. Support soul food, support kickback, support all of that. I tell people that. But anyway, we're not going to harp on that. But that's my 2 cents, and that's where we at, and that's what it is. Y'all can make your own choices off that. If anybody has remarks, we'll take them. If not, we'll get back to the hands.
And if anybody wants to grab a mic, feel free. The request a mic button is right there. We can all chat.
We can all chat. All right, let's get to the hands as well. So, do y'all know who is next? I'm sorry. I know we got Tuck, Steez, and Darkest Rival. Who's first?
I think Tuck is first, man.
Yeah, I think Tuck.
Should be Tuck, Dark, and then Steez.
Okay, cool. Tuck, what's up, man?
What's up? Sheesh. All right.
It's all love. It's all listen.
I know, bro. I was like, damn, that hand held up for a minute. I was like, shit, what am I gonna say now? But no.
Can I say something before he start real quick? Like,
go ahead.
Kari is quick to say, it's all love, it's all love. And I appreciate you for being a humble individual and everything that you are. But you gotta stop saying that when it comes to certain things, because the things that people do and say to you is disrespectful. And even if it's not disrespectful, it's wrong and it's not out of love. So that doesn't mean that you gotta throw it around all loosely like that, because they're not gonna say it when it comes to you, because I'm pretty sure when things were said in other spaces, they didn't end it with, but it's all love. So you gotta stop doing it the same way y'all be trying to tell me to stop saying sorry.
Fair. No, that's fair. I know for a fact that my name gets slandered out here, right? So I hear you. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
I'll just leave it there.
Go ahead.
No, I agree with Bree saying, though, because sneaker fetish is your brand, and I always keep saying in this chat, everybody got to eat, but if people trying to take shit off your plate, you better take that shit right back and make sure you get more than they do. But I digress. The 3 things I wanted to talk about, one is going to be a request. I looked at All-Star Weekend 2 weeks from now. Literally every single hotel within the downtown Cleveland area is sold out. So this is a call for the speakers, anybody in the chat right now. If y'all trying to collaborate on an Airbnb or something like that, do like College Hill All-Star Weekend edition, any of that shit, hit my line. 2, what are your thoughts about everybody tripping about the price of the Big Bangs? And 3, what are your thoughts about the delay of the playoff 12s? You know, I think there's going to be hella pairs in Cleveland.
Touche. So I'm gonna say this about the Big Bang. I'm cool with it. Personally, I'm gonna let y'all sound off as well. I'm fine with it. I finally got a pair to Watch the Thrones. Legend, I realized you weren't on the stream tonight. I put them on the stream, but y'all finally bullied me into getting to Watch the Throne. I didn't want to spend that money, but I'm not gonna lie, not a pair in hand. This is a beautiful damn shoe. I'm not gonna lie. And I know that the Big Bangs are gonna make even more noise because the Big Bangs glow on the sole, don't they? This year's.
They fucking better.
Yeah.
Shit, they didn't give us that on the Watch the Throne.
They did, yeah, but I believe that the 2022 Big Bang also glows on the sole as well. So, yeah, man, I'm not even mad at the price, to be honest. What do y'all think about them?
Ain't nothing wrong with that $250 price. That shit's normal at this point. Like, it is what it is. Especially if you pay resale for sneakers, it's nothing. $250 is nothing for retail.
Y'all rich these days. I'll tell you what my problem is. Because back then, $250, and I know this is a long time ago now. Now it's like almost 10 years ago. But back then, $250, they used to have, LeBron Knights, but they also had LeBron Knight Elites.
Yeah.
Like they used to have an elite line, like the real basketball sneaker line.
Yeah.
So I'll be really, really straight if it's like a LeBron 9 Elite. But if it's not, and it's just like the regular shit, then, I feel a little certain way about it, but I'm probably still a cop. I ain't going front.
But at the same time, if Nike's raising prices on Jordans and Air Force Ones, what do you expect Bronze to do? Like, of course they're going to raise prices on them. Like, it is what it is.
Yeah. I think the pricing is fine with the inflation, of course, but they should definitely still have the packaging and the boxes the same as the original Galaxies. Because I know for a fact, if you bought the original Galaxy pack, like they went all out for the whole line, the Kyrie or the KDs, the Kobe's, the whole nine. And then I'm not sure if they even care or take that in consideration of the pricing, but I'm not sure how many people are really like checking for LeBron since the Lakers suck, and I'm a Lakers fan saying that. But that's just, I mean, I'm not sure if they even care about that, but I don't know if it's going to hurt the sales or not.
That is this. Never mind. Nobody's not checking for LeBron. Everybody loves LeBron. The only people that don't love LeBron are LeBron haters. So them shoes ain't going to do nothing bad. I'm sorry.
I'd like to argue LeBron haters love LeBron too.
That's true. That's very true.
That is true. That is true. They like to argue about him versus Kobe versus Jordan. It's just like some people like arguing, and I learned a long time ago, like if you don't know basketball, I'm not going to argue with you. So it's like it's just not even worth my time.
Damn. Touche. He said you got to have some ball knowledge to talk with him. I heard that. Damn, brother. What was it like? Oh, the playoff 12s. How do I feel about it? I hate it because it's only made the playoffs go up in price. And that sucks, man. Because so as a YouTuber, right, we try to get the sneakers early whenever possible to do the videos on them. And the prices weren't like that bad. But so just so y'all know, I got a strategy, right? So I try to wait usually about 3 weeks out because that's usually when the prices are starting to take a little bit of a dip before they come out. But it's still early enough where people want to check out the early videos. But now that they got pushed, the prices went right back up. So that sneaker's gonna cost me like $500 to get my hands on it early. So I love y'all, but I'm not wear testers. I don't know if we gonna get that early lookout. I don't like it, man. Y'all can sound off about the playoffs as well.
Well, it's definitely a must-have for me.
Same. It's the same. It's a must-have. But damn, man, like.
Yeah, I wouldn't pay $500 for them earliest. Yeah.
I want to know what has them pushed back because I've seen people be gifted them from Nike. Like, I've seen a lot of people be gifted them from Nike, and I know for a fact that they're going to be at All-Star and given out there. So I want to know what the tea is on why it got pushed back for everybody else. And I say everybody else because me and God have promised each other that I'm going to All-Star and that I'm getting them there. So sorry to everybody else.
The games Nike play, I think
Nike always.
I think they seen the hype and they seen what people were saying about the original lineup with Jordan, and then when they dropped that playoff 12, of course everybody's going to gravitate to the OGs. So once they seen that, it's just going to be a hyped up release. They probably wanted to make a little bit more pairs, whatever the case may be, and it is what it is. But it's just more so games Nike plays.
There it is. Any last thoughts on the playoff 12s before we go to the next half?
Yeah, real quick. They only got pushed back because all the major retailers don't have their pairs in. That's it. And since the Cardinal 3s are all in, they switch dates. So that's it.
Touche. Mr. Unloved Ones, ladies and gentlemen. Salute you, Bree, coming up here, my brother. I appreciate it. We know if anybody got the info, you got the info, so we appreciate you.
No doubt.
Well, there it is, y'all. We got to wait on the playoffs. So let's y'all want to spend $500 because there's some people that got them, but you got to pay the high for them right now. So yeah, that is. Who do we have next? We say Darkest. Nate, is that who's next?
Yeah, it should be Dark, and then I don't know if Steve has something else he wanted to bring up, but Dark is next.
All right, cool.
Yeah, what's up? I just need to know your opinion on the Trophy Room 1 incident and then a couple other things after that.
Trophy Room 1 incident was, in my opinion, one of the absolute worst sneaker drops of all time, if not the worst. I think that the Trophy Room 1 was a blatant slap in the face to a lot of loyal supporters of Jordan Brand, and it was a very sobering reminder that that the back door is open. The way that drop went down, and people I know how they got their pairs, you had to know somebody to get it. So I felt like it could have been special, but unfortunately, that's why it was not on my top 10 list for 2021, just because of the way the drop went down.
All right. Another thing. I think Nike would make tons of money off this. They should make like a sneaker like repair service or restoration thing.
That's what we got Lisa for, man. You know what I'm saying?
We got that.
Yeah, you taking away from black businesses in February. What you doing, kid? What you doing?
That was the first thought that came to my mind. Like the people that are doing that as their own business.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's good. No, it's good business. But I know Nike has to deal with Jason Mark though, because so as far as now, not for repair, right, but for cleaning, they got to deal with Jason Mark, so they include those products with a lot of their stuff and their promotions they do as well. But that'd be interesting. You should holler at them at Nike store and be like, yo, do this.
Nah, let's just go to Jerlisa and support black women businesses all year round. How about we do that?
There it is. There you go. There it is. No, I appreciate you though, Dark. Did you have another one you want to throw up to the timeline tonight?
Oh man. What do you think about the overall like generalization of sneakers and how it's becoming so mainstream and crossing so many different cultures today?
I think it's a good and a bad thing. I think that on the one hand, it's made sneakers visible to a lot of people, and it's given us a lot of voice. It's given creators a lot of jobs. It's given a lot of black creators jobs. It's put money in a lot of people's pockets. At the other side of it, I feel like it's perverted and it's entered a lot of people into this space because it's lowered the barrier of entry by a lot. So now, if you've got the right amount of money, you can become a quote-unquote sneakerhead, which I think is kind of trash. So I think that it's kind of diluted things, but that's why we have spaces like Sample Size, right? Because we have these spaces in here full of enthusiasts that keep the culture strong. So it's a good and a bad thing. You got to take the onion with the apple, my brother, the bitter with the sweet. You feel me?
Yeah. All right. Thank you, bro.
Salute, brother. Mm-hmm.
That's all, man. I just want to say also, this is my first time in here, man. I'm already a big fan.
Love
it, bro.
Love, man. Appreciate you pulling up on us, no doubt. Steve, holla at me.
All right, so I got two things. The first thing is going to kind of be quick and short. The first is I don't know who follows like Soul Links and all the Twitter page or the Twitter profiles that show like sneaker drops, but I feel like it needs to be said that how lame it is if you comment on a sneaker drop and you ask if it's going to have any resale value. I feel like if you a reseller and you got to ask if a shoe has any resale value, you should obviously be reselling, and it just makes you look wild corny. So I did want to point that out, and you can kind of unpack that if you will. And two, I'm not sure again who follows LeBron or not on Instagram, but I did see a couple posts about it. LeBron posted some low top off-white ones. The all-white ones. So I did want to kind of gauge the room on if they thought Nike's planning another Nike off-white drop. Obviously, maybe not so soon because of Virgil's passing, but maybe within the next year or two, do you foresee another drop happening?
I want to say if you gonna do sneaker like release links and shit and use Nate's picture, you make sure he gets money off them link clicks, cause
just fresh kicks.
Yeah, don't use my niggas' pictures if you're not gonna spread the wealth. I don't care if it's the internet or not. Intellectual property is a motherfucker, and you're not gonna steal it and bank money off that. That's fucked up.
Let's talk about it. We talking to you, just fresh kicks.
We talk about not just Nate. Nate picked Anita too, baby. She be ready to come and blow your house up.
There you go, and she'll do it too. You see that little smile? That smile is dangerous, bro. She's Effie. That's what I'm gonna call Anita from now on, Effie.
I be minding my business on here, quiet as shit, and y'all just pull me out.
That's what we got to do. Yeah,
okay.
We do.
No, keep it in, please. Oh, pause. Wait a minute. Yo, Jordan, forget it. Keep the demon. You know what? Forget it.
She said keep the demon in. We want the demon out. And I said, yeah, what's wrong with that? How did I just get a pause thrown at me? What just happened?
Pause to me. I saw your face because you perked up like, hey. Yo.
No. I wasn't thinking no, hey, yo. I didn't even catch it.
No, I feel it. I don't like when people keep asking. I feel like some people ask what's resale on shit. By the way, to that question, Steve, I feel like people just ask that just to get a reaction sometimes. I don't think that people who ask that question are always like genuinely wondering. I think it's a lot of people that just be bothersome on Twitter that asked that question personally. But I think that's trash, man. Like, I just, people do a lot of annoying things on Twitter, and I've gotten to the place where I just started blocking motherfuckers for doing that. Like, just be like today, I had to block a few people that kept tagging me in tweets, asking me to please retweet to try to sell their sneakers. I'm not gonna help you sell your sneakers. Like, period. You know what I'm saying? So especially if you just bombard my mentions with that. So it's just weird energy out here.
I got called a female yesterday or today for blocking people and saying I feel good for blocking people. I'm gonna protect my peace. If you annoying the fuck out of me, I'm gonna block your ass, and I'm not gonna think twice about unblocking you. If you go on that block list, you will never be unblocked. You're forever in the phantom zone.
Listen, you know what I think is funny? When people use references to women and females, like that's a sign of weakness. When when the women we know are some of the strongest motherfuckers that we know,
right?
Out here, they will knock you fucking out.
Preach.
You know what I mean? Man, you act like a female.
What's funny is
sure you want that?
Because
the women that I know.
What's funny is when they called me a female.
Dead ass finna say like, I'm gonna argue with you before I block you. We gonna go a couple rounds, but once I say be blessed, you better block me first, bitch.
That's true. That's true. I usually block like spam pages, but like from what I've seen, like if you report them as spam and mute them, like you would never like see them again. Like they just like don't exist. So like that's just some free game to y'all.
These, you could pick one of those options and it'll do the same thing that doing.
Hey, look, like I said, I was just telling you what someone told me.
Steve's making sure they go straight to hell.
Really like blocking people like that because I feel like they take that as a badge of honor. So I just, you know what, I'll go back and forth with you, and I don't even go back and forth like that anymore because
it's not worth it.
When I get angry, like it's like I'm gonna go in on you. I'm gonna make you feel. I'm gonna try and belittle you. So like I try to reframe that because I don't want to be the angry black man. So I just try to be cool.
Nah, but sometimes you got to show out. Like for real. Sometimes, like I mean, even with that tweet, I read it and then I just literally said, "Well, block," because I'm not giving nobody my fucking energy, especially at 1 o'clock in the morning when I'm laying in bed just scrolling the timeline trying to fall asleep. Like, don't be. Also, I said it on a tweet. Don't be a dickhead. Like, don't come on Twitter just trying to start issues because you're an asshole and people are gonna call you an asshole. Get a life. Sorry, that's just my spiel.
No, please, no, for real. Like, no, please.
I don't block people, man. I just want to let everybody know I don't block you because if you hating on me,
Nate wants to fight you.
See this shit every day, nigga. I hope you see my fly shit every day, nigga. Every single day. I hope you wake up, see my photo, and have to scroll past it because you know it's my motherfucking toe tap on your timeline. I hope you see that shit.
Toe tap?
I'm gonna block you, man. I want you to see that shit.
The toe tap?
So Jordan has definitely been protecting his peace because he had shared like my photo yesterday or whatever, and some guy wrote Maya head ass. And like we both like sent him question marks like, nigga, what? And then Joe was like, I just blocked him. Because it's like, if you wanted to just say I look like Maya, which I don't feel like I do, but if you wanted to say that, you could have just said that. You didn't have to be like Maya head ass. Like, what? You thought that was cute? And Jordan was like, yeah, I just blocked that nigga.
He didn't respond quick enough. Don't be a dickhead. Like, he responded 12 hours later. I don't know what you mean. You're getting blocked. You're mad weird. If you want to give a compliment, give a compliment. Don't say it in a roundabout way. Weird ass niggas. Fuck, people are weird, bro. I don't get it. Were y'all homeschooled? Did y'all not have like public interactions with people?
Bree is next, by the way. We got Bree and Dino.
Tristan.
Bree, what's up? Bree, you a little soft. Hold on, you a little soft.
Yeah, you sound really low.
It's your AirPods.
I don't know, man. Your mic is too low.
Bree been having problems on night on Twitter though.
You got an Android?
Hey, Bree, you got an Android?
Did y'all not?
He just called it straight, man. Okay.
I don't know what's wrong with it. Let's see.
Oh, no,
there you go.
I don't know. I decided to change speakers. Anyway, so since Kari mentioned this last, tagging people, it grinds my gears when I'm tagged in things that have absolutely nothing to do with me.
I understand that we are all participating in this lovely occasion. Everybody's celebrating Black History Month. However, I am not Jaleesa. Jaleesa has asked to be not tagged every single picture. Just use the hashtag. I don't want to be tagged either. I'm sorry. I don't mean to sound mean, but it's not for me. I just feel like, okay, that's cool. I'm glad you're participating. I like it, but don't tag me. What else was there? There was something else about this whole week. The objective is to put your shoes on. Not Freddie. I don't even know if Freddie's in the room or not, but you know, we get it. It's nice to know that you have them. They're cute in your closet, but they look better on your foot. We like to see them on your foot. That's all I'm saying. And what else was there? Something. I think that's it for now. We'll just leave it there. But yeah, I'm glad everybody's having fun. It's nice to see everybody's different shoes. Y'all cute. Love y'all outfits. All that. As long as y'all put them on. That's all I ask. Thank you, guys.
There you go. Please wear your shoes. I'll get that. By the way, you know, for not wearing shoes in videos, you'd be like, "Where's the on foot?" I'm like, I guess I got to start bringing on foots back because they like get on me about that. So
you know what, Kai? You remember what it was that I was. Thank you. I don't know the individual who wanted to make YouTube lives, whatever. Never even heard of the guy. However, it aggravates me that you want to use your platform to talk about a whole nother individual and degrade them and say, oh, well, your shoes are fake. Okay, that's fine. If this other individual is showing fake shoes, guess what? That gives you the upper hand because your shoes are not fake. So use your platform and promote yourself. Talking about other people and what they have going on does not help you at all. You actually sound stupid. Stop wasting your time. At this point, it's stupid. If you're obsessed with another individual that much, you really should just start a fan page. Those are still things. Some people actually do love watching and look at fan pages. Just do that. Save yourself the embarrassment, the back and forth, because I'm a lot like Legend. I'm not gonna at you, because if I at you and you respond, I'm gonna go back and forth with you, and I'm gonna make you look stupid. And if I feel like you're gonna get disrespectful, then I'm gonna turn into Nate. I want addies. We're not going to do that. So with that being said, I just think that everybody, if you dislike somebody, keep your grievances to yourself unless you want to fight. Other than that, let it go because you're only promoting that person. And what good is it to promote somebody that you don't even like?
Note. So everybody take a note. Bree is not to be fucked with.
First of all, y'all know Bree don't really talk
Yeah,
like that.
that's wild.
That means y'all done got her fed the fuck up at this point.
Nah, we all look at Bree like a sweetheart when really Bree's Ronda Rousey.
I don't know how old everybody is, but if you are above the age of 21, there is no reason for you to be that obsessed with somebody else that you're not trying to get married to. Like, shut the fuck up.
Bree, change your tag or your handle to Ronda Rousey Jr. Because low key, we.
I can't change it to Ronda Rousey. She had her hands enough to survive. Last time I saw her, she was getting her head beat.
Oh my God. Nigga, it was a joke. I wasn't being literal. It was a joke. Oh, really? Y'all gonna turn me into Jay? Don't put me in that category. I love black people. Don't do that.
It didn't sound like it just did.
Yeah, shut up, Nate.
She could have named herself Clarissa Shields or something. You know what I'm saying? That's hands. That's black. That's black history.
I don't.
You know what I'm saying? What
So,
you do, Ronda Rousey?
oh my God, Nate, me and you gonna fight at the first kickback. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you, Nate. Asshole. I hate you.
Oh, man. I love you, man. Black History Month, man. Happy Black History Month.
Jay, you want to? Never mind. I'm gonna leave Jay alone. Go ahead, Kari. Go ahead.
Jordan, what were we saying?
I was gonna make fun of Jay, but I'm gonna leave him alone. Go ahead.
Fair enough. All right, that's fair. Bree, thank you for that. Appreciate that. Bree is fed up with a lot this evening, so there's that. But no, I mean, I agree. It's just weird activity going on out here, but we persevere. You know, we press on. But it's odd. I don't know. I don't know. Dino, what's going on?
What's up, y'all? I'm about to go in the basement and wash some clothes, actually. I got a couple things. Shout out to everybody, Black History Month, all the black folks. And if you ain't black, figure out somebody black and learn about them. Black person lunch or something, do something nice.
Figure out somebody black.
I'm feeling real good as usual.
We can tell, brother. We can tell.
Bro, you just told people to figure out somebody black. What the hell? No, nigga, I don't know how to figure out somebody black. What is that?
Jordan, you just had to call that out, man.
Bro, that shit made me laugh out loud. Like, literally, figure out somebody black and learn about them. Somebody quote that.
Figure out somebody black and learn about them. A lot of people don't be having black friends and know about black people. It's the truth. But I ain't even trying to get on that. Nike suing StockX. That's crazy. I ain't gonna get on that either.
You're not allowed to talk about StockX, bro. You're not allowed. No, like, what are you doing?
This man bringing up topics and not speaking on them.
Fam, why would you even bring up anything with stock?
So the register is coming, but I'm not gonna speak on that.
I know, right? Like, the hell? Dino, we're gonna set some parameters for you. You were never allowed to mention StockX while you're employed there ever again on stage. Okay? Ever.
Right. Y'all is crazy.
No, nigga, you're crazy. We don't work there, bro. What are you doing?
I'm just waiting for
You call for your job as damages in the lawsuit.
You keep playing. StockX gonna say you made the NFTs.
Wait, hold on. Let him get his first thought out because I'm still trying to figure out where we're going right now.
Yeah, I was just saying a couple things and y'all getting on me about.
Nigga, you told us you were doing laundry the first thing you said. Of course, nigga, we're confused.
It's all right, Dino. We gonna get to the things he don't want to talk about to get to the things he does want to talk about. So what's up?
That's what I was. Thank you, Kari. But I ain't been able to participate in the little Black History Month challenge because it's been snowing like a motherfucker here, and I just don't like to wear my shoes. So shout out to everybody. Shout out to Jerlisa for the show because she got all down my timeline. It's all kind of purple, yellow, blues, Converse, all kind of cool stuff. I ain't never seen like somebody said earlier. So, like I said, that's pretty dope. Y'all been talking about a lot of stuff. I just been listening. Man, anybody coming for Kari, eat a dick. Just keep it above. That's how I feel.
Frank stand, baby.
I personally feel like I kind of found like my little niche here with y'all, and I feel like it was through Kari, so I appreciate that. So I'm rocking with Kari, and like you said, people pick sides. I'm picking a side.
Kari told you not to pick a side, nigga.
I ain't got much else to say.
I need your supplier.
Yeah, because whatever. Yeah, bro. You're high as shit. What the hell? No. Stop talking. HR is following you, nigga. Shut up.
It don't matter. It's legal where he at, boy.
He's black. We're
Let the man tell us the strain because I need it. This is Citro Glue. It's got the girl said it was some crazy 23% THC. This other one I got is called. I can't even read it.
Nigga, you so high you can't read it? Yo.
Anyway, this one got 28%, so either way.
It don't sound like somebody granddad went to the store to get shoes and they came back to the house and was like, yo, what kind of shoes did you get? The lady said that was Airport Jordan. Baby, I don't know, but it's on the box. Go read it.
But yeah.
Oh,
Lord.
I got so hot laughing, man. I had to take my hoodie off, bro. This is great.
I appreciate I can make y'all laugh, man. Y'all, I be feeling good.
We know.
Tuesday, Saturday, talking to y'all, man. It was fun. But Yeah, man. It's been a good couple weeks, man.
Dino.
I like this now. So I just keep that up there. I'll get a mic to whoever next.
Dino, I'm a challenge you real quick before you go. I want you, even in the snow, my brother, to participate in Jolisa's challenge at least one time. All right, I need you. Like we even just sacrifice one pair for the snow, clean them off. You know, when you get in there or something, get it back in the house. But we gotta support. We want to support sis, and we want to support her hashtag, our movement, and get as many people on that hashtag as we can.
I got an idea. Dino, you ready? Here's the idea. When you verify a pair of sneakers, put them bitches on and then take a picture for Trilisa's challenge.
Stop playing, see? That's what's gonna get this nigga go.
For real. Dino gonna be in a pair of off-white ones.
Yo.
Dino got access to the tags. Man. He got access to the StockX tags, man. Listen, it's a dangerous responsibility, my brother.
Yo.
It's a crazy world, man.
Y'all better stop saying that name. You know they following y'all.
By the, I really want to know this though, for real. How many fakes do you get a day?
I can't speak on all that, man.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Now you can't speak on the company. I never say anything about the company besides public knowledge.
Yeah, he did. He
He's like, man, I'm higher than a motherfucker. How many fakes y'all get? Hey, man, listen, I really can't speak.
Hey, it's a line, and I know it.
You got
nothing about none of that.
But you know about your company getting sued by Nike. Nigga, you pick the wrong battles all the time. I swear to God. I love you for real. You are my favorite person.
Every news everywhere. What do you mean?
It doesn't matter. Complex reports bullshit anyway, so I'm gonna leave that alone. But you're my favorite person that talks every week. You make me laugh, nigga. You're funny as hell.
You really are a highlight.
You make me laugh too, man. You really are a highlight, bro.
Y'all can become best friends. Like, what just happened here? Sorry, go ahead, Jolie.
Yeah, we did, legend.
I was just saying not to because niggas got jobs, you know.
Damn. Shout out to Jolisa and Complex Soul Collector. So Jolisa, when is the show on? I keep forgetting. Can you remind us all again when it's on?
It's every other Tuesday, so we won't be back. Wait, is next Tuesday the 15th? I don't know. I'm back on the 15th though. Whenever.
That's 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Next Tuesday, not this coming Tuesday.
Back in 2 weeks. And then if y'all really love me, y'all should tell them to give me weekly episodes for next week.
Let's start the hashtag right now. Give Jolisa weekly episodes.
I'm not gonna cap. A lot of those guys hate me. They hate my guts. They hate me. So I probably wouldn't be the one. Like Brandon Dune, he can't stand me.
Done. His name is Done.
He's been in this space before, though.
Of course he has. There's a lot.
A lot of them have been in here, but yeah, he doesn't. Me and him have words about one of those lawsuits that popped up, and I'll say this: I have an issue with him. He still doesn't have an issue with me, but we've had words before. I'll just say that. But
I called him a cornball for hating on the mummy dunks. Kari, you are a terrorist.
I'm not. I just speak my mind. That's all. That's it. Okay, who we got? I see we got John and we got Chef. Who was first? I think John was first, was he?
John, happy Black History Month to you, my brother.
It's the month right here, Black History. What's going on with you?
What's up? And I hate to bring morale down, but I do feel like there's some things that I need to say. And I usually mind my business just as a whole because, one, a lot of shit is not my business and a lot of shit is beneath me. But I find it disheartening that the term protecting Black women only extends to the people that we like. And I mean that 1,000%. You cannot.
What do you mean?
And I will, because I'm not that guy, so I will. You cannot protect your Lisa and Key and Nita and the people in this room and attack TJ or Jazzy. That shit doesn't make sense, and it doesn't go together. As a man, I'm gonna finish. As a man, I would never say anything about the 3 women in this group because I'm a grown man and a grown black man. I would never throw barbs at them, try to intimidate them because my mother wouldn't like it. I would never. First of all, my wife wouldn't like me to say much of anything about any other woman on here beyond a quick conversation. That's a totally different story. But the whole conversation around protecting black women, I've been in this group and this is the sneaker community, so I'm in and out of everything. I don't have a dog in any type of fight. We all out here trying to get a bag, and that's where I'm at. I'm wherever a bag is, and I'm fine to have these cool sneaker conversations talking about whatever. You know, I'm not into all that high school shit. That's childish, and I'm not into any of that shit. And I don't care what anyone does in their personal life because I got kids, many of them, and a wife and a family. But I do work with some people, and I do, and I do give bags to a lot of people. So whatever the case may be. But when I'm in this room, I hear a lot of, if you ever come at Jaleesa this way, it's going to be an issue. If you ever come at Key this way, it's going to be an issue. But then I also hear people attack another black woman, which is hypocrisy. Another thing that I heard many people in this room just say, I block people because I like to protect my peace. But TJ is not afforded a level of peace to protect herself from. So I find that also wild. So TJ can't protect her peace by blocking whoever for whatever. And it's none of my business. I don't give a fuck what happened with anyone. It's none of my business. But if TJ wants to protect herself in any way, why isn't she afforded the same level of peace that you're afforded? I just find it very wild that as black men and women as a whole, just as black people as a whole, during Black History Month also, that we would go back and forth or throw barbs at other black people about personal issues on a social media platform when there's money to be had and people that are watching that have money to give that aren't our color. I just find all those things wild, and I wasn't really going to say anything, but as I sat and listened to the people talk about themselves and talk about the peace that they feel like they deserve and the peace that they feel like Jaleesa and other women in this group deserve, but that same thing isn't afforded to someone like TJ and someone like Jazzy. And I'll go a little bit further. When it comes to Jazzy and TJ, there's a lot of things that have gone on that I know about that I would never put on this timeline because it's none of my business, but I find it wild that things spill onto this timeline and there is an allowance of people to attack certain individuals because they feel like they're taking on someone else's fight. I would never attack none of you niggas in here because we're all adults and I just don't care that much. And this is just me. It's something I do while my wife put my child to sleep. It's not that important to me. So it's not a big thing. But I just find it wild that the protection of black women doesn't extend to all black women. It goes to black people that are in your circle or the people that you like. And to me, that shit is crazy. So
Can we respond now?
I've seen a lot of wild shit, and I just want to say one last thing. I've seen a lot of wild shit with my own eyes. I've seen trolling with my own eyes on this timeline from men to black women. And as a man, my wife says to me all the time, any nigga that argue with a woman on the internet is a bitch. And I believe her because she's a woman. She told me that. And I find it wild as black men to attack black women. So anyone else can say whatever they, feel about that. That's my piece. You're not gonna change my mind about it. But I would just say the same way you look at your mother and your mother deserves peace as a black woman, so does TJ, so does Jazzy, and whatever it is that Kari has with any of those women is up to Kari and those women and his woman. That's it. I find it wild that it would ever spill onto the internet because we're not in high school.
So hold on. Let me get this real quick, please, real quick. So protecting peace. I blocked TJ. Me and TJ argued a lot. So I said, I'm not arguing with you anymore. I'm blocking you. So I protected her peace by me blocking her so she don't need to see my shit. That's it. That's it. Hold on. I never mentioned Jazzy because I don't have a problem with Jazzy. So to clarify, I didn't hear anybody mention Jazzy Ray's name in this space at all. So I'm not sure what.
Not today, but we pay attention and we understand where the bars come. We're adults. We're smart. We see what things are going on. We understand that. But what I did hear Kari say is that when somebody attacks me, there's 5 people that are behind me that are going to say X, Y, Z. And I hope those 5 people are never men talking about women.
So I'm happy that you've said all of that. Let's start. Let's get to it. When Kari was talking about the 5 people that are going to come back when they're attacking him, he was speaking about the other gentleman, the other man that's a YouTuber. You confused 2 different conversations and meshed them in one. So that's first. Secondly,
but I also want to tell you what I've seen, and I'm sorry, I'm going to tell you what I've seen, not just from what Kari just said.
I let you speak, and I'm speaking. Right. I let you speak, and I'm speaking. So now you're going to respect me. Like I was saying, I am the one that brought up the kickback and soul food, not Kari. A black woman brought it up. You, a black man, were in the room when the fallout of that group happened. You heard some of the dumbass shit that was said, and you saw some of the dumbass shit that went on. So for you to get up on the stage in front of a group of people that have no clue what's going on, and to try to make it seem like niggas aren't protecting black women because they said, hey, a fallout happened, TJ kicked me from her space, and I'm gonna respect that, then you need to go look at yourself in the mirror. Because you didn't feel the need to speak up when shit was going wrong and when another black woman was feeling away by the other black women in the group. There was nothing for you to say at that time. There was nothing for you to say when another black woman disrespected another black woman in the back end, and Kari in turn left to protect his black woman's peace. And I'm not talking about me. You didn't think it was time to speak up then. You didn't want to correct your partners then. You don't want to correct us then, so don't come do it now. Because nobody said anything disrespectful about either one of them. And the reason that I'm speaking up so passionately is because I'm the one that started that conversation. I, a black woman, brought that shit up about the other black women. Nobody said anything disrespectful to them. Nobody is not protecting them by saying, hey, we don't really fuck with them and we making it clear. I think that what's happening is people's sensitivity is showing because it's now being talked about in a public manner and in a public space, and niggas aren't sitting back taking the little jabs that go on behind the scenes. Niggas aren't sitting back being quiet anymore because of the things that we see and that have been confirmed, regardless to if you, John, being one person, know them or not. And you can speak on what these people did and what you've seen, but half that shit is confirmed lies. And I'm telling you this as a black woman that was in some shit with these other black women that feels a way about these other black women. Part of you is speaking on some shit that you don't know. And I'm gonna tell you flat out. As a nigga, I'm never gonna get into 2 women's business ever. So whatever you have with another black woman, I'm never going to talk about what black women are handling. You got on this stage to be in the women's business, though. So first off, I didn't get on this stage and talk about women's business. I have seen. I'm not talking about any conversation that was had on this forum right here. I have seen. Then why are you here talking about it? Because you got on the stage and said that we weren't protecting black women by
First of all, I didn't say you.
These other 2 black. It doesn't matter because I'm the one that started the conversation. So you didn't have to say my name, but you was talking to me, regardless of if you knew it or not. Like I said, if you didn't come up here to have this conversation, then you shouldn't have to Captain Save the whole ass up here to say, hey, we're not protecting these black women.
We can have this conversation if you want to have it. But let me tell you this. I'm not one of these other niggas that's scared. So that's number one. That shit don't move me. That shit don't move me. That shit doesn't move me. And I've never disrespected you, and I don't disrespect black women. Another thing is that I pay attention to the timeline when things are said. Maybe niggas didn't say anything in this conversation right now, but I've seen the trolling antics from black men to black women. It may not have been you.
You should have hit those black men when you saw it on a one-to-one with those black men instead of coming into a room where a black woman brought up the other black women and deciding to say, hey, black man, let's talk about this. When I came in this room, Kari was speaking about TJ, and TJ's name came up, which is the reason why I felt like I was going to say something. He said,
but John,
he said what did he say that needed protection from? What did he say about TJ that was negative that needed her to be protected? Go ahead.
I'm talking about the situation as a whole and things that I've seen on this timeline and intimidation tactics that I've seen on the internet. And like I said, I usually stay out of shit, but since it was brought up, since TJ's name was brought up on this forum and peace was brought up on this forum, and as TJ tried to protect her personal peace I felt like I was going to have a conversation, since we're talking about peace, what peace looks like for Black women as a whole.
But John, I'm just hold on.
No. Actually, Kari is actually not a person that technically throws farts. I think as the leader of this said group, Kari should probably corral some of his crew a little bit better as the leader and as a person who's probably going to be the first one to get a decent sized bag. I think he should corral y'all a little bit more. That's just my personal opinion.
How about that? Y'all.
But
that's what I'm saying. Who's y'all? For real.
We're not a pack. It's an animal. To better corral you. Go tell her to tell you how to sit down and how to worry about your bag, because you're already in the wrong conversation.
Well, I mean,
because to be clear with you,
my bag is heavily secure, but
to get the biggest bag, but since you know everything, go ahead.
But my bag is heavily secure. But outside of that, I know what I've seen. I know what I've seen niggas do. I know what I've seen people say. I find it wild. Kari knows me, and we can have this conversation at any time.
But that, John, my question? Hold on. John, my question is, why didn't you just hit him?
But you're not TJ though. That's the whole thing I'm trying to understand.
I brought it up because
TJ wanted to say something. He was right here.
So how many times have niggas have not been Julissa, but they said, "Oh, we're not gonna let y'all talk to Julissa like that."
No, not right
now. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. It seems to be a little bit of a double standard here, and I just find it wild. Again, certain people are afforded certain things, and certain people are not, and I just find it wild that from a Black man's perspective that certain Black women are afforded certain things, and some people are not.
Well,
John.
Black man as a Black woman that sat in them same rooms with you and was slighted in those same rooms with you and watched you not speak up for this Black woman, I don't give a fuck about what you're talking about. None of that. Like, literally,
like I said to you before, you're a Black woman that can stand up to a Black woman.
To take it over, they can't finish what I was saying. I've always stood up for myself. Regardless of these niggas coming in and saying, "Oh, we got this shit, Lisa, don't worry about it." I've always done it by myself. I could not know any of these niggas on stage, and I'm gonna go against all 181 of y'all without thinking twice. So you're not gonna compare me against somebody that sent you in this room.
No, you're not going to. Well, first of all, no one sends me anywhere, so that's number one.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so that's number one. Actually, TJ largely doesn't want anyone to talk about it. But I just feel like as a Black man saying a Black woman often slighted, I find it odd that the Black women in this room are afforded a level of peace and protection that they don't often extend to another Black woman because they don't like her.
That's not true.
That's not the case at all.
What is even
going on? That's not even the case at all.
Are we sure that's not true? Are we sure that's not true?
Black people, can I say something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
First of all, John, I gotta make sure whenever you go, man, I'll put a cape on your coffin, boy. You came in here to save motherfuckers tonight. Look.
No, it's not about saving nobody, bro.
John, chill out, bud. Chill out. Chill out.
I don't know what that means. Right. Me and you can have this conversation, and we can talk on the phone.
We just talked about it. Look, John, chill out. Secondly, well, who is y'all, man? Who is the crew? Who is disrespecting? Look, first of all, I don't follow TJ, so I don't know what the hell going on the timeline. Jazzaray, I don't talk to Jazzaray. I mean, I'm part of the crew, right? So you said people in the crew need to be corralled, right? And I don't know who exactly those people are. But, I mean, if you come in here to defend somebody's honor, that's cool. That's fine. You feel like all Black women should be afforded the same protection. I'm with you. I feel that. I think so, too. But I think there was a point that was made that what was said to these women from anybody here on this stage that they needed protection from. Like, I want the answer to that.
No, I got you, and I got you on that. I'm talking about as a whole over a span of time over the last, let's say, month. It doesn't have to be something that was said in this room currently today, but since her name was brought up, I decided to talk cumulatively about the things that I've seen over the past month or so.
So nobody on the stage, nobody on the stage has nobody on this.
All right, so you say you don't do high school shit. But the whole beef or whatever, I don't even know the whole gist of everything, but from what I understood of the conversation, everyone generalized the conversation. And then, like Julissa said, She stood on her own and made it clear. Nobody else was attacking anybody. So for you to come in the space and start attacking people, I don't see anybody going in on her. And then I've gone to her timeline, to check on things, and nobody is like attacking anybody. So I don't know what your timeline is seeing, but from what I see, and I follow Nate, I follow Legend, I follow Kari. Nobody singles out anybody. Nobody tags nobody. Nobody speaks negatively about anybody. So I don't know what anybody is talking about. And you can check my timeline. I don't even know the chick like that.
And my brother, I don't know you like that either. But I can only tell you what I've seen on the timeline.
So what's the example then? The example of what they were talking about, what Jaleesa and Key was talking about, was something totally different than some Twitter Spaces beef. They was talking about something serious. And I understand where you're coming from as far as protecting mental health, and I'm a big mental health advocate. But at the same time, we can't compare apples to oranges, and that's what's going on right now. Because you even admitted, and I was going to start the conversation by, when did you come into space? Because everyone that the co-host and the host were trying to avoid the situation, but eventually got brought up. So I don't understand how you could come in and say, you even admitted that you came in late and said, oh, well, you know what I mean? When I came in, y'all brought up the name. The name was brought up to clear the air. And that's the one thing that Kari has made transparent as far as he's going to clear the air. So I don't understand how it should be any different because she's a woman.
So I'm gonna clean that up for you, bro. TJ's name was brought up. I talked about a subject that had to do with TJ. That's simple.
And I expanded on that and to explain it to you, to clarify everything. Because you're comparing something. You said I don't know how you. And I just explained how because the conversation on protecting Black women was something as far as sexual. They did not like how people was coming at sexual orientation. Nothing. Nobody was coming at the woman you're talking about. I'm not even going to say her name because I don't want to get in the middle of that as far as like, you know what I mean, the drama. But I'm just only saying it because I'm in the space. But you're comparing something as far as someone making someone uncomfortable via something sexual or bullying, and comparing to somewhere someone had a disagreement. It's already been explained that, hey, we had a mutual disagreement and we went our separate ways. That happens in business. There's nothing about protecting Black women. That happens. It's going to happen again.
Like I just said, TJ's name was brought up, so I thought I'd clear the air on protection and people getting blocked.
But what you should have...
I know. Whoa. Hey, listen. Oh.
Because no one was coming at her.
That's funny. So now it's a color thing. So because she's light.
All right, we're not doing that. We're not. I muted everybody. We're not. So if y'all want to have a conversation, have the conversation. But Jaleesa, I get where you're coming from. Just guys, if you're gonna have a conversation, have the conversation. And John, I blocked TJ. I'm saying that right now. I blocked TJ because we stopped getting along. That's the only thing talking about blocked. So if you're saying blocked, you're talking directly to me.
Right. So let's make sure that because I'm letting everybody else talk. Right.
And Kari, and I gotta jump, Kari. I'm gonna call you tomorrow, and we can talk.
Okay. All right.
And you and whoever else.
All right. All right. Okay. Okay. So. John's made it now. I know we got Miss Jones up here as well. So welcome, Miss Jones. I know we also got a couple of hands as well. So Nita,
I just need to say something before y'all get started because I'm going to have to go eat again with my mother. Let me close the door really quickly. And I wish he didn't have to leave after making his point and running off. But the problem I have is when you say corral your people. I'm a grown ass man. First of all, if he was talking about me, and again, when y'all had that conversation, you can find out because I don't talk to who you're talking to. If you're saying Jaleesa said this, or Kari said this, or Jordan said this, say that. Don't say corral your cookers on grown ass man. There's nobody here that's going to corral me except me. And that's what I was saying. I get, and I chose not to say anything because I don't want to argue on the internet with people I don't really know. No bags have been thrown my way, so it doesn't really matter. The bottom line is, yes, if we're talking peace, she blocks you, you block her, we're done with this, but it was brought up, so we answered the question. If not, we wouldn't have gone there. But when you're talking about protecting people, don't come in calling names saying, get your crew. First, again, say my name. It's Legend. It's Nick. It's Aaron Nicholas. It's whatever you want to call me to address me. But just like the whole conversation with old boy saying minions, no. I'm an adult. So that's my thing. Don't say what I saw on the timeline and like somebody else did. At that moment, check that person. If you don't have my number, DM me. Guess what? Yes. I got, and not to bring up random names, I got International O's telephone number because he DM'd me. If there's a conversation that needs to be had or you don't feel like I'm moving right, as a man, I respect it if you say, hey, bro, what's good? I've gotten plenty of DMs when I said, yo, I need a break, mental break, from people supporting me and saying, hey, I'm here for you if you need me. If you ever think that I'm moving wrong, and I'm talking to everybody in this room, my DMs are open because I'm there for interaction, just like I'm there for checking, but you have to address me. Don't say, oh, Kari's voice or whatever. And that's where I'm going to let go for the night.
And I want to add something to that just real quick. Don't ever get on this motherfucker talking about you done watched some shit happen and then turn around and say that you need to protect somebody. All right? Straight up. I don't care what the issue is or who the person is. Don't sit here and be like, we need to do better, and your ass get the chance to do better and don't fucking do it. All right? That's just hypocritical in the first fucking place. And I'm gonna leave that at that.
Touche. It was just mind blowing. You can't compare one situation to another situation, and I don't even like getting like that. But like the more he spoke, it just was hypocritical. Like Nate said, like you can't say, "Oh, I watched this," but I'm, I'm not talking about this space, but I'm talking about what I seen on the timeline. And that's when I asked him, all right, so what did you see on the timeline then? I follow most of the people on here. I don't see none of that. I mean, it's just crazy to me. Like, that just, like, people just be, see, that, I'm not going to talk no more.
I mean, that's really what John was just being really a Johnny come lately. Because had he listened to the whole story that Kari told us, and like Kari says, week after week, I don't want people to pick sides. I mean, I think he would have at least sat there, like, piped down or something. But he was just, like, going off. And it was just like, this is not the same thing. No one's saying that. No one's not protecting TJ's peace. Because people don't want to deal with her, that's them protecting their peace, and that's them protecting her peace as well.
But aren't we here because of what TJ did? Like, did she not kick Kari out of the room? Like, is that why this is not a subject? Like,
well, that part, no, but that
John doesn't know.
Everybody else.
John does know that, but that part was overlooked.
I 100% can tell you, John probably doesn't know because he was saying a lot of words.
So then why speak on something you don't know about?
Because that's how he is. I mean, that's how a lot of people are. This is the internet.
Can we do one more thing before we go any further? Can we stop with this, oh, we got to do better during Black History Month? Shut up. If we're going to do better, we need to do better in general. Stop hitting me with the, oh, it's February, we got to unite. Shut all of that up because it sounds hotep and it sounds stupid. Oh, so that means on March 1st we can go back to being idiots? If we're going to do better, let's do better or not do better at all. Like, it really drives me crazy when we start out these conversations by saying, oh, well, it's Black History Month. We got to unify and then blah, blah, blah. So what's up, March 1st? I can go back and say what I really want to say? Like, let's not be fake about any of this. If we're going to be fake, let's not do it at all.
Right. Can I add something else?
Yeah,
like when you say you don't get involved in women's business and then insert yourself in women's business, that's kind of like hypocritical a little bit. Like, and it's like you can't call other men bitches for doing it while you're doing it.
I just want to say this. He comes in and he says, I'm here because I think that it's hypocritical that we say we're going to protect Jaleesa, we're going to protect Key, but then we slander TJ. No one said F TJ. No one said TJ, your space is garbage. No one said TJ, you're ugly. No one said anything wrong or disrespectful to her. I, as a Black woman, addressed Kari and told him to stop saying love and respect and shit behind everything that has something to do with her. Because when she did that, apparently she made a nice little announcement. Oh, this individual's not going to be in my spaces. Da da da. Okay, so when she said that, did you not have anything to say? No, you didn't. So don't come in here with the stupid shit, because that was dumb as fuck. So with that being said, it was entirely too hip. It was just dumb. You
you contradicted yourself on way too many levels. I don't know dude like that. If he would have stayed, I would have told him, like, dude, I get it. You want to protect Black women. But he protected her when he said, I don't have to say her name. We don't have to have that conversation unless y'all want to know because I'm a transparent individual. That's what he did. He protected her when he said, it's all love, it's all respect, wish her the best. Those are things that he has said on multiple occasions. Now, if you want to talk about everybody else because you wanted to say at the end, well, not exactly Kari, but everybody else. Well, Jordan has her blocked. Nate said what he said. Nate knows. I'm pretty sure that TJ knows how Nate feels. She knows how Jerlisa feels. Everybody else. You bringing up Jazzaray was irrelevant because nobody's ever said her name. You wanted to include her. Why? Because of those are the Black women that you are choosing to protect. The only people that you care about are up to and your family. Outside of that, you don't give a damn. Somebody can come at me every day. As a matter of fact, Key gets attacked by her damn haircuts. We don't see you playing Captain Save a Hoe over there. Shut the fuck up. Everything that you said was stupid. Don't come in here with that dumb shit. Now, if anybody wants to record this and send it to him, TJ, whoever, I don't give a damn. He can come and see me about it. It's stupid. Don't come in here being ridiculous. That's just me. Now, if you want to say women, okay. I feel like I can say all of that because I'm a Black woman.
Hey, what's funny is, but we're jerks. If when that same thing happens, the next time he comes in, because he comes in weekly to go back to report, we know this. If we block him, then somehow we are the bad people.
I mean, just I'm protecting my people.
But nah, that's the thing. He could hit all of us individually. If he felt some type of way, he really could have just DM'd or got our number or something. He has Kari's number. He could have got my number from him if he had a problem. But I've never said one bad thing about Jazzaray because I don't have an issue with Jazzaray. My issue is with TJ. It's been very clear. We had our last argument and I blocked her because we don't get along. Why do I want to see her if we don't get along? It's easy. It is what it is. It's just, I get what he was doing, but that wasn't the best way to do it. That was terrible. That's all it is.
Yeah.
And Kari didn't say a fucking word. And Kari didn't say a fucking word that whole time. That's the funniest part. Didn't say a thing. Just sat there.
Well, I think at this point, Kari's tired of. I'm sorry, and not to speak for Kari, I'll let him go. This. I think at some point you get tired of addressing because you get tired of being political.
Yeah.
I know Kari, and he wants to keep the peace, for lack of a better term. And I don't mean that in a negative way. I think the other side of it is sometimes you really want to go Frank's fan. Because the bottom line is, I'm sick of having these conversations with people who have my number.
Yeah.
You want to come in, you want to show out in front of 100 people, which is more than you've been in front of in multiple weeks. If we're calling a spade, you want to show out for this group. You have my number. Do that.
He easily could hit us all. That's all it is. That's why a lot of us didn't really get tight about it because you're I don't want to say putting on a show, but it just wasn't the right way to do it at all.
It definitely wasn't. Chef, you got your hand up. You have something you want to add?
Yeah, I was gonna post the live and joke about conspiracy theories as far as Nike and these NFTs, but that punk ass nigga pretty much killed the mood.
Jay, chill out. Jay, chill out. No, Jay, no name calling. Just keep it going.
Tell that nigga I said that.
No name calling. Just say what you gotta say.
Nah, fuck it. I just got home to my black wife and my black kids too, so I'm gonna just dip out. I'll talk to y'all on the back channels.
Love you, nigga.
Happy Black History Month, nigga.
Love, brother. We're gonna go to I see Nita got her hand up, and then Aisha, did you wanna, before I go back to Nita, Aisha, did you wanna speak?
Hey everybody.
Hi.
I kind of wanted to speak, but you know, I think it's probably better that I keep my mouth shut at this point, because I've been around like a lot of individuals really for like the last maybe 7 or 8 years, probably a little longer than some of the others may know, and I personally, I just feel like the division in the sneaker community right now really fucking sucks. And a lot of people, they may know me, they may not. I really don't. You know, it doesn't matter to me. But I don't like what's happening. I don't like what's happening. And the crazy thing about it is a lot of, you know, the individuals that may or may not be involved. I personally, you know, had some situations with as well where I've been treated as if I were a bad person. And I'm not. I'm not at all. I'm the same person on and off, the computer screen or, behind the keyboard or whatever. But I hope, I challenge us all, to try to get along. I'm not saying anybody is right or wrong because that's not my place to say. I really just want us all to get along. But if we're going to protect each other, whether it be male or female, I say let's try to be consistent with it. Don't pick and choose who you want to protect. Because that's just not fair, especially when a lot of these people are protecting people that are actually the ones that's causing the problems.
Speak.
So I'm going to say that, and I'm going to kind of leave it alone because I don't put my business out there like that either. But just know that if you ever heard my name involved in anything that is negative, is bullshit that's coming from me. And chances are the individuals that are involved are just, they lack confidence or, they have jealous issues. And that's one of the reasons why, other people are being lashed out at. So just be true to yourself. I don't really, like I said, I ain't trying to say too much, and I don't really come on here to say anything anytime. I'm a 38-year-old female. I save lives for a living. Like, I just don't get involved in the bullshit usually. But I just hate to see what's happening right now. And I also hate the fact that a lot of people may or may not have negative things that have been heard about me because of specific individuals and the people that they choose to hang around. So when one don't like you, they all don't like you. And that's not fair.
And I hate that for everybody. That's why.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's why I typically like to say, if I don't have anything nice to say, while you can, like a comment because you thought it was funny, I just stay out of things because maybe the joke, rather for whoever it was in the timeline, you stay out of it and you just go, okay, it ain't my fight.
Right.
But we're in a situation now, and I'm not just speaking this particular instance, where saying nothing makes you the bad guy. It's like if I say something, I'm wrong. If I don't say something, I'm wrong. And that's where the issue comes in for me, because I'm like, yo, again, like I said earlier, I don't know if you were here. If I don't say anything because when I go there, I go too far. So it's just like when you just stay silent, you're wrong because now you didn't protect. It's like, no, I stayed out of all of it and let those people handle it. Oh, but you're friends with so-and-so, so it must be you on their side. And let it do.
Right. I understand. I'm not gonna lie. I've been at SneakerCon events, which a lot of people know me from that. Hosting a lot of the panels, doing eBay panels and things like that. And to be honest with you, I've been in situations where, I see people and, I'm excited to see people, meet people, and, people come up to me. I give love back all the time. Like, I'm just a overall happy person for the most part. But, to be alienated or to be looked at like, oh, who is that? Or
that's not my name.
She is like, why is that happening?
What's my name?
I'm not understanding why that's happening. Well, then when I narrowed it down to a specific individual, now it all makes sense. And then to see things like this blow up on the internet, I'm just sitting back like, well, damn. Like, this is really strange, but I knew it was all going to happen. I say it all the time. I said it on my timeline the other day. What's done in the dark, that shit will eventually come to the light. I'm telling you. So those people that try to act like, oh, yeah, well, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that. When that phoniness and all of that shit start coming out, and then, you know what I'm saying, you exposed, then it's a problem, right? But the problem is you've been that person all along. You just been trying to hide the shit.
Hey, Aisha, quick question for you. Do you feel protected from John as a Black woman?
I don't even know John, but I can be honest with you and tell you if my name came up anywhere involving any of that, those people, I should say, I can guarantee you that there's probably going to be some powwows. There are a lot of people that know of me because of certain individuals that don't even know me. They just talking shit. And it really sucks. Like, and Kari, I've talked to you. It really sucks because people don't know the half of the, the stories.
They don't.
I've been around for a long time. I'm not new to this shit. Not at all. Like, I might be new as far as being active on Twitter, but I'm not new to this. I've been around. I've been with SneakerCon for 7 or 8 years now. I started off hooping with SneakerCon for SneakerCon Classics before I became a panel host. So people like, oh, well, you just, they think that she don't deserve what she's getting. The route that she took is just, you can't say that because you don't know what I've been through to get where I am.
Touche. That's what I'm saying too. But the other side of it is that it doesn't matter, and not to downplay you, Aisha, at all, because I know who you are. But even that being the case with you being a name in the industry, no matter who you are, you don't have the right to downplay somebody else because they're lesser than you, or they're not on a panel, or they're not hosting, or whatever, because or their follower account. I think that's where we started to get that discord, because I'm better than you because I've got a check, or I'm better than you because I've been on a panel. That's where the issue comes in, because you go, oh, I don't respect your opinion because you can't do anything for me.
That's true. Or they say I'm better than you because of who I hang around. Because quite frankly, if you strip all the people that they're hanging around, they're back to zero. So be careful. In my line of work, we start off as zeros. It's a paramilitary organization. That's how this works. You work your way up to where you need to get to. But what you're not going to do is just cling to, other people and then create like this big old, we got a group of people over here that don't like you. That's not fair. Like, you can't do that. And then downplay that person or talk trash about that person. But then you have, and I'm not making specific situations. This isn't about any specific situation. But then you have, you making it seem like you're the victim. But at the same time, then you have people coming in to defend you when all along that person may or may not know that you might have been a problem all along. That's not right.
Absolutely.
But just because I choose not to say anything on my timeline or, try to put drama out there for the atmosphere because I don't say that, it's because I'm trying to protect you too.
Yes, that part too. Because you understand, you understand that this person is trying to get somewhere. They're trying to do something. And you don't want to be labeled the hater, right? Or the gatekeeper that trying to stop their blessing. So you're trying to do your part while even in the face of those people not doing their part either. And this is why I'm glad that you spoke on this as well. And Kia, I know you want to speak to it in a second. And just so y'all know, if you're not familiar with Mrs. Jones has been in the game for a long time. She's actually one of the only people I know that does legitimate raffles on her Instagram channel. But she's been involved with SneakerCon for quite some time. When just so y'all know, we went to SneakerCon in October. Myself, Jazzaray, TJ, we did a panel. There was a fourth person on the panel. That fourth person on the panel was Aisha. It was Mrs. Jones on that panel with us. And she was hosting the previous panel before we did our own panel. She was pulling double duty that day, as she does with many SneakerCons. And so her work ethic is crazy. And, again, we've had our conversations offline. But, I've seen a lot and I've heard a lot surrounding her, but I never really had an opportunity to speak one-on-one with her. The more people I've spoken with one-on-one lately, I will say that I'm so glad that I didn't lean into what was fed to me by certain people before I had the chance to speak to them. I won't even name names in this instance, but there are people that I've heard other people say they're straight up, we don't fuck with her at all. And I've seen people fuck with that person only to come back and be like, hey, cool as hell, what's your problem? And the only reason why that person was labeled an op or labeled a problem was because they were direct competition to somebody that was supposed to be put on a pedestal. Not because they're a bad person, not because they're problematic in the industry, not because they're a culture vulture, because there are other people that are bigger culture vultures that are getting put on pedestals these days, but only because that person has some shine and they didn't want anybody else's shine to be taken away. Myself included has been in that. I've been sat down. Sample size was supposed to fail. Just so y'all know. This shit was supposed to fail. Like, I don't think y'all understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I left the kickback, it was like, good riddance. You need us. You ain't gonna do shit. And shout out to some amazing people that was in my corner that I didn't ask to be here. And I thank God for y'all every single day. Because I don't ask for these people, but real recognize real. And that's all that it took, right? So I get it. Aisha, I get it. And that's why every time we're in these sample spaces, This shit is a celebration. We celebrate every week because this is what community is supposed to feel like, right? So anyway, Key, did you have anything you want to say?
Yeah, I just wanted to say, I never really heard anything about Mrs. Jones, but just from my experience with her, and I read energy very well. Her energy is top tier. Like, you know, I'm kind of new to the whole, you know, putting myself out there, like, in the sneaker space or whatever. But even when I met her at Dallas SneakerCon, it was just an amazing experience. Like, just hanging out with her, and I know, like, you know, her status in the game or whatever. Like, she treated me like just really good. So like her energy is definitely top tier for sure.
Listen, I'll say this, and I'm you know, hopefully I can say it without you getting upset. Aisha, like she mentioned, she saves lives for a living. She's a mom. James Whitner peeped it. Blessed her with I'm in year Jordan 3s, and people got mad. People got mad that she got the shoe. Like legit upset. Like, why did she get it? When people who aren't mothers, who aren't putting their lives on the line to help others day in and day out, and who aren't doing the kind of work out here that she's doing for the culture, got mad that she got the shoe. That's a level of hate I'll never understand.
That's why you say that, because I didn't know that. But again, I don't really put myself in situations to even get to hear a lot of it. Like I said, the only time I knew about what was really going on is when we did the the eBay panel, where I noticed that there was some issue. But other than that, yeah, I mean, that's crazy though. Like, we should all be happy for each other. Like, and that's the first shoe that I've ever been gifted. That shoe meant so much to me. Like, I was in tears when I got that shoe, when I got that message. And people just don't understand. Like, yeah, everybody can go out here and, you know, your life is on the line on a daily basis. But to choose the career that I chose, and, you know, to try to show my daughter on a daily basis, you know, what we as Black women can do, what we can accomplish, like, and then to have somebody hate that I got a shoe, like, come on, bro. Like, out of all my shoes that I have in my collection, that's the one shoe I've ever been gifted. Like, and a person is mad for what? Why be mad? Like, be happy for the next person, because I'm sure as hell happy for all of y'all. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Again, you may not know me. That's fine. It's just because I keep my mouth shut most of the time. I mind my business. I had somebody tell me that they don't like me because I mind my business. What kind of shit is that?
That's crazy.
That makes sense.
That's crazy. I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah, go ahead.
But no, I appreciate y'all. I do. This ain't about me at all. But like I said, I usually keep quiet, but I had to say something tonight because the shit just burned me. It made me really, really, like, mad. I was pissed. So I asked for a mic, and, you know, I appreciate the ones that follow me. Thank y'all. I appreciate that. I'll follow y'all back. Kari, appreciate you too. Key, thank you. You know, we had a ball when we were at SneakerCon. So, yeah, that's it. I'm going to get off.
Love, Miss Jones. We appreciate you. All right, we really do. If you don't follow her, be sure to follow her. Her collection is insane. You can see her Abby. Her collection is ignorant. It reminds me of Legends. So
okay, wait. See, I knew I came off mute for a reason.
Yeah,
because I
that's
knew you were
funny.
about to go there. I am nowhere near the fire Miss Jones got. I followed her one time, and I was just like, "Yo, style me, like you." She is, yo, like. I was like, I don't think I've ever DM'd her because I'm always weird about DMing people like as friends. They be like, But it was like, yo, your collection. I think he was the same way. I didn't want to DM her like, yo, your collection's fire. But it was just like every time she would post a picture of Ms. Jones that is, I'd be like, well, I ain't got that, but I love the way she styled that in it. If I ever got that, I'm pretty sure some of her fits are saved, is what I'll say, and I'll leave it.
No, for real. Yeah, no. She really got a collection for real. She got some real heat for real. I see Nita's hand is up, and then I just brought up Rescue 911. So, Nita, what's up?
I just want to go back to like energies. Like he was saying, like I have really good sense of energies, and I was talking to Kari earlier. I won't really get into all the details, but like I joined that group from Jordan. Jordan sent it to me. He's on Eagles Twitter, whatever. You know what I mean? Like I joined that group, and I instantly got very bad vibes from that group. I had no clue what's going on. Just had really bad vibes. I feel like when I started talking to Kari and I started coming to sample size, like it really felt like genuineness and family. And it's just like, it's crazy how people come on here and be like, oh, y'all are bullies, y'all are attacking people. Like, I've seen it on here, seen it in the comments. And it's just like, how do you get those vibes from the conversations that we have? How do you get that impression of Kari when literally Kari's on here trying to help people every week get sneakers, throw lives on the timeline? Like, I just don't understand, like, what the issue is and why it's so, I feel like it's just so prominent, like very bold energy for what? And I feel like there's a lot of people who get on the internet and feel like they can be other people that they're really not in real life, and that's cool. But when you come with energy like that, and then it's almost like you feel like you're getting attacked for something that you brought up. Like, you can't come in here playing Captain Save-A-Ho and then expect people not to, like, react to what you're saying. He brought people down by telling them that we were basically sheep. Like, how do you come in here and say, protect Black women, and then call them sheep?
Yes, thank you for touching on that. I didn't get that, because if the tone was protecting Black women, and I guess because he at the time he didn't even realize, like, until Julissa even clarified, like, well, I think the people you're talking about are fellas. But even with that, to your point, he didn't even know who he was talking about at first. And I'm sure that he meant some of the women on his space as well up here on the stage. And it's like, if you protect, like, the argument was that we're not protecting all Black women, and then you proceed to not protect.
It's just funny how people like to play the victim when it's good for them. Because they weren't playing the victim when it was attacking you. And I feel like people are leaving that out, or like when they were attacking Julissa on the side. You know what I mean? So it's like you're playing the victim, but you're not really being specific when you're being the villain.
Yeah, and a lot of people, and I will say this, when the departure was happening from the kickback and from Soul Food, I immediately left because there was an immediate issue that I encountered. And so it was a knee-jerk reaction that I left. But there was a subsequent conversation that happened. Legend was on that call. And, there were things that were happening even in the midst of that John was quiet, right? Like, a lot of people were quiet. A lot of people were like, I don't want nothing to do with that. Like, that's not my issue. That's not my fight. And so my whole thing is, I think the thing that made this exchange tonight, number one, weird, and number two, I think solicited so much of the energy that John ended up getting was because TJ's fight wasn't his fight either. TJ's fight isn't even TJ's fight. Right? So, you're protecting someone who's protecting someone. Who's trying to, you're protecting someone who's trying to protect someone that's not even asking to be protected. You know what I mean? So it's like, and at the same time, not protecting others because in the name of protecting someone else. And listen, at the end of the day, I think a lot of this just comes down to, like I said on the tweet, loyalty is a funny word. Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck. There's loyalty involved with this, and what you saw tonight was John being loyal to people that he felt he needed to be loyal to for the reasons that he felt like he needed to be loyal to them. We've seen them go on the trips. We've seen the group hanging out together. So obviously we understand that relationship is different and that they feel like at this point there's a loyalty to them, there's a loyalty to Shake, there's a loyalty, to what they're doing, as a cohesive unit. For me, I've never said that I don't want that unit to flourish. And I don't want that unit to do well. And I don't want that unit to go and put shoes on those kids' feet. Right?
Kari, you're being too humble right now. And I have to say this because we, as a unit, said, guess what? Whatever Shake needs, no matter who's involved, we're there. So the animosity is not, it's not
coming from this side, though.
Units who can work separately for the greater good. We have said that many times. Whatever Shake needs for the greater good, we're there. Have we not?
Yes.
So
go ahead.
Go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
I just wanted that to be saying, because it's like we see all those things, and people, like you said, when it comes to choosing sides, we're not even choosing sides, because we're saying, hey, if Shake needs us, it was a conversation that Shake and I had, and I know you had the same conversation. I don't care when it's for the positive, if it's for the community and if it's for the kids, we're showing up. So all of this extraness that was brought into the room today, it's trying to fuel a fire that's not there. We brought up a conversation that was said because it was brought up. The bottom line is there is no beef. We don't look at each other, or as far as us, as competition. We're here to do what we're going to do on Tuesdays and Saturdays at 7 Central, 8 Eastern. That's it. And that's really the end of the conversation, because guess what? When that bus comes to the East Coast, if I'm on it, I'm on it. But I guarantee if it takes a flight, I'm going to be there. Shake knows that.
But see, that's the hard part for me, right? Because that's exactly how I was feeling until the day that I got kicked out that room.
Okay,
and
that makes sense.
When I got kicked out that room, that told me that TJ does not want my black ass in the midst of anything that she has going on or anywhere that she is. And if I say, because I'm a man of my fucking word, if I say, number one, I'm going to respect that, and number two, I'm never anywhere that I'm not wanted, how do I pull up at those events now for Shake? And she's there. That's my question.
I mean,
that makes valid sense.
Yeah, it made valid sense, but I'm gonna say it right now. Fuck it, it's for Shake. That's the way I would look at it.
That's kind of how I look at stuff. Because, like I said, I don't have a problem until a problem is brought to me. That aggression and that conversation and that comment about giving, because I don't even know who's talking to, but the bottom line is they're friends of mine. So if we're having that conversation, but my loyalty from the very beginning, Shake, when I was sick, and we've had this conversation, not because he's in here. When I had COVID, guess who called me? When I lost a family member, guess who called me? When I said I needed a mental break, guess who texted me? Or something along that lines. So when I said that for Shake, yeah, I'll do what I need to do, even if I don't have to be friends with everybody I work with. And that's kind of how I look at it. I look at it as a work environment. I'm there to do a job, and I'm there for Shake because I told him I would be. And if I can work with other people of like-minded thoughts and patterns, that would be fantastic. If I got to be there as a solo, which you know all about, Kari, being a solo and doing things that I got to do, I'll do that too. But we are in the business of community. You brought that word up earlier, community. The community said Kari is needed. And I'm going to leave it there.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah, what's up?
So,
I think we lost you. Aisha.
Yeah, her mic muted.
I'm sorry. Can you hear me now?
There you go.
I was just saying, like, along the lines of what Legend was saying, what's meant for you is for you. So if you have a passion, if you have, a goal or whatever, or you have a responsibility or opportunities that come up for you, don't allow any one particular person or any group of people to, keep you from fulfilling your dream or fulfilling your passion. That same situation, like I said to y'all before, happened to me at SpeakerCon on that eBay panel. I could have very easily told eBay, you know what? Nah, I'm cool, because I know it's a problem. So I don't want to be involved, right? And when I got there, like I said, I was treated like it was a problem. It was on that stage. Am I right or wrong, Kari? You can correct me if I'm wrong. It was the eBay panelists. The host. It was TJ, Jazzy, you, and then me. When I tell you I felt like I was on that stage by my fucking self, I mean every bit of that. Not only that, after that situation happened, I was cropped out of pictures like I wasn't there. Like, it was not a good experience. However, I'm not going to allow not one individual to keep me from doing something that I love doing. That was the space that I've been in. Like I said, 6-7 years. I've been there. Like, I've been doing that. So I'm not going to allow somebody to stop me from doing that. So if you have something that you got or an event that's going on, don't let shit stop you from doing what you got to do. And I would say the same thing on the other side. Whatever these sides are that y'all talking about, like, it doesn't matter who the person is. Don't let nobody stop you from doing what you got to do to make yourself happy, to put food on your table, to feed your kids. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You can't possibly do that. Mm-hmm. You can't.
No, I feel it. No, that's fair. No, that's very fair. That's fair. That's fair. I totally respect you saying that, and I appreciate you saying that. And you're right. The panel was a rough one. If you do, you knew, and that's why I wanted to, just so y'all know, when the panel, was over, I gave her a hug. Everybody else got off the stage. They ran off, like it was, whatever, like it was over, and I gave her a hug. I was like, look, this is the first time I had met her in person, and I rocked with her. I wanted her to know that I rocked with her. Even if it wasn't the popular thing to do with everybody that was there, I didn't give a damn.
What's up?
That's crazy to me. Like that right there. That is crazy to me. And there's a lot of instances and a lot of opportunities that probably could have come my way, but that will not come my way because of specific individuals, and that is not cool.
Yeah. No, you are absolutely right. You don't even understand how right you are about that, because gatekeeping is a thing, but that's why I applaud you, because one thing I've seen is that one monkey don't stop no show. So you continue to maneuver around that, and still get a lot of great opportunities, and I applaud that about you. Same with Lisa. I want to make this point as well. Like I said earlier, I saw Lisa not protected horribly, and people ate their food. They sat back and they didn't say anything. Don ate his food. When Jaleesa was, I won't say what she was told specifically. That's her business to tell, not mine. But what I will say is, there were things said that I left, right? That was my action. But the other action, from the voices that saying that we need to protect Black women did not protect that Black woman, and had ample opportunity to. But anyway, I won't get too deep into that.
I just wanted to say one quick thing, really. Back to like what John was saying. He can feel however he feels. Kari, you feel however feel, and everybody else. But the big thing that I definitely didn't like was I don't want to say it was like a threat, because it kind of was. Because he made it seem like being in this room and being aligned with you was somehow going to stop people's bag. And that's not everybody's intention in this room, is to get a bag off of whether it's being on sample size, or liking sneakers. That's not everybody's intention. So for him to even come out and say that was just like disrespecting all of us. We're not behind Kari. We don't support Kari so we can get a bag. No, we genuinely like Kari. We like these topics. We all, more or less, get along with each other, and that's why we're here. It has nothing to do with the bag. Like, I work 2 jobs. I mean, he ain't stopping nothing over here.
Right.
And I'm sure with a lot of other people.
Right.
That's taking it too far.
The people on this stage have massive collections because they're doing fine. They're doing fine financially. So as far as anybody sniffing for money, let me tell y'all something. First of all, in this game, it ain't even money in it like that. And I'm gonna keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? So people talking cash shit, about this industry out here. No. But number 2, obviously, like you said, that's not even what it's about out here. It's not about the money, but
let's go get some
in some instances, it may let you know what the motivation is on the other side. Right? It may let you know, you know what I'm saying, kind of what the motive is on the other side, which makes you wonder, do y'all like each other? For real? Or is this really the money play?
It's like a money play and also a puppet master type thing, which I think is odd, because it's like he wants to protect, this woman who's not even thinking for herself. And neither is he, because he just jumped in the middle of the conversation. So he's just running wild out here.
Well, Sam, I put it to you like this. I was a smaller YouTuber when I started. I'm still medium at the very least. So no bags have come my way by being affiliated with this or any group. I came up here not for a bag. And people were like, oh, well, you connected with so-and-so who owns stores. Okay. And even still, I'd be like, well, I'm afraid to ask them when I want stuff because I don't want to feel like I'm using them. I'm not here for a bag. Dude, I have never received a paycheck from Twitter, from, well, I got it from Reels, but that's a whole other conversation. But there's never been a paycheck from Kari to say, hey, appreciate your work. Here's your weekly paycheck for sample size. The live that we're on right now, guess what? I pay for that, and I don't have a problem with it because it's for the community. I don't ask for nobody to chip in and none of that, and it's because it's irrelevant. I'm here because I enjoy the conversation with everyone that comes in here that wants to have a conversation week in and week out. And I was told that when I left, it was like, you sure? Because you're going to mess up some money. Okay, well, guess what? I haven't made any to lose any. So, whatever. I mean, and that's the bottom line.
And every other Friday. And over here.
It's fine. If I'm dependent upon that to make it, listen, and that's why it kind of bothered me, like you said, when we talking about bag talk, because we're playing a pissing contest, and it's like, okay, fine, your bags are secured. Congratulations. But again, like I just said, is it secure because you are working with people that you have to get right, or something that you really want to do? I want to be here. Now, if money comes from it, or shoes get sent, thank you. I appreciate all of that. It ain't been here. It ain't been here the past 3 years. I've been on YouTube all the time. I've been in sneakers. Like Kari said, people used to joke me about my collection. Hold on. There are a bunch of shoes in this collection. There's only two.
I got two. You got two?
Two. I'm broke, man. I'm here for all the free money and shoes you can fucking send me. Alright, that's straight up and down, man. If you
Hold on, okay.
Nate, you got a Peloton.
I give you the best motherfucker sneaker shots.
You really do have like a $6,000.
Hey man, I gotta keep these. You see my calves, nigga? You see my calves, nigga? That's why, nigga. You gotta see that shit by my shit. Blushing, I be in the gym. Blushing, boy.
Never mind.
Your calves? Is that it?
Right. Hey man, y'all can say what y'all want. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, this for the fellas that shooting y'all shot. Women like nice legs, nigga. I don't care what the fuck y'all gonna say about it. They like that shit. I don't know what y'all talking about.
There it is.
Let's get to the hands, man, so we can start wrapping this thing down. This has been a hell of a night. We got Rescue 911, then we got Steve's, and then we got Brandon. What's going on?
Hey y'all, what's up? So in the grand scheme of things, I don't know nobody on this stage. I don't know the other people. In the grand scheme of things, I'm a nobody, but I've been collecting since sixth grade. I'm 32 now. I got a hell of a lot of common sense. And Kari, I just wanted to commend you for keeping pushing, and Jerlisa as well, because I saw her tweeting things that was said to her on the timeline. And I just want to commend y'all for keeping pushing and not letting somebody that thinks they have like a clout to tell y'all what y'all can and what you can't do. So Jerlisa, if she was here, I would give her flowers, because you know what she doing, like the Black History Month challenge right now. It's dope as hell. And people are able to get to see that. So I just want to commend y'all for doing that. And then I'll leave y'all with one thing. This quote, if you dig one ditch, you better dig two, because the trap you set just may be for you. So people speaking stuff on you, you speaking stuff on somebody else, you just got to make sure you got to be able to carry that weight too. And that's what I say. And that's what's happening to those people. You know, I don't know, so I'm not going to mention their names. There's a lot of people in here right now who may have not known what happened. Or Aisha speaking of her story. So a lot of people are now getting a peep game about folks. And I think Nita brought it up about the energy in the other space. And which is why I rock with you, Kari, because it is like a community. In certain spaces in there, it felt like people were talking at us too. So I can just imagine how that even was going on behind doors. If that was an energy in front of a bunch of people, how it is almost like 5, 6 of y'all, or even one-on-one. But that's my take on it. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing. I love the space, and because you easily let me get on the mic and talk, so I appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, no problem at all. That's what it's about. You know, I appreciate you saying that. And, you know, we'll make sure that Jerlisa hears that, because we're on live stream on YouTube as well. So we will make sure that Jerlisa, you know, gets those flowers, and we appreciate you for that in a major way. I'm really proud of Jerlisa's come up. Really so proud of her come up, because she, you know, a lot, like you said, a lot of things are going on behind the scenes. You know, her being told it's not her time yet, you know, all this other, just dumb shit that, all played a part in a lot of things that were going on. I always tell people all the time, too, right? Like, even though we left at the same time, Jaleesa and I left our positions for very, very different reasons. You know what I'm saying? She had her reasons that were totally justified, and I had my reasons that were totally justified, and they just happened to happen at the exact same time. But yeah, I really appreciate you for that, for real. We will make sure that she gets those flowers for real.
My name's Danny.
Steve, what's going on, brother? Talk to us.
Yeah, I just want to make a quick point. It was kind of piggybacking off of what everyone's been saying, and it's been kind of been ongoing with internet in the totality. So it's kind of more of a general statement, and then what we all witnessed is kind of like a prevalent example. Is people using buzzwords to make a point. So using the buzzword of protect Black women to make a case, or it's Black History Month to make a case, and it's not valid. I mean, so many people try to make points of, well, you're a narcissist, or you gaslighting, or you're all those the famous buzzwords that are popping on TikTok and Twitter to make invalid points. I think that's what it was. It was more so just using a buzzword to try and cover up what the actual sentiment was, to not make it seem like it was, spicy in a sense. And, if you go to jump on that ledge, you might as well just say how you feel and not sugarcoat stuff to try and make it seem like what it is, but what it isn't. You know what I mean? And that's what got me so passionate, and what got me so hot is because, whoa, first of all, I'm not on nobody's crew. Nobody speaks for me, and don't put words in my mouth. So, and I know I spoke on the panel, so I'm like, whoa, you go say one thing, don't sit there and say it. You don't even have an example, because it doesn't make any sense. And you're comparing apples to oranges. So that's all I wanted to say as far as, since it was just more so a general statement, like a lot of people are just using certain words that they know will attract attention to drive home a point that doesn't correlate. And that's it.
100%, man. Don, I think you're absolutely right. And that's what made the combo very weird. I knew when John wanted to speak, I figured that he was, going to defend. I just didn't know where it was going to go. But I definitely didn't expect the conversation to go there. I would have thought that it would have been kind of obvious that the what's the word I'm looking for? It escapes me now. The contradiction in his words would have been apparent, but
we did.
Here we are. But I appreciate you saying that for real.
Oh my God.
Brandon,
what's
going on?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, yeah. I think it was kind of crazy because I listened to both spaces, but he kind of made it worse, almost divided us. Like, he basically shit on us and said, you listen to Kyrie, you some shit. You ain't getting no money. That's what I got out of it. He kind of like, if you listen to the Kyrie space, don't come over here, you're not going to grow as a content creator. I didn't even feel that way. And I know Legend personally. And I literally last week said, hey, man, I was on so-and-so space, and it's got to take a lot of people with y'all. He never badmouthed them at one time. Oh, yeah, most people, they follow us, but they go to both spaces, and I wish well to both of them. He never said anything negative to me, and I didn't even know anything was going on.
All right, we got to wait. We're dead. 6 minutes.
He could have gave me the tea right then and there. He kept it respectfully, because I know him personally. He could have been like, man, for real, we don't have with them. They funny. He ain't say that. But homeboy came in here with that energy. He made the whole move. We had a light move. It was just laughing and giggling. He just came in like, y'all follow this dude? Y'all some shit? Y'all not gonna grow?
Nah, he called.
I felt about the whole thing. I'm like, damn, bro, like, you didn't listen to the whole conversation. He literally said, you should listen to both, go to both spaces. It's no divide. Just because I'm not there anymore, I want both of y'all. I want y'all to go to both. And he came in at the tail end. I was like, well, fuck all y'all. And that's how I felt about it. I'm like, damn. And I feel more comfortable in this space because you get to.
Kari, don't say nothing. Mute your mic. Kari, mute your mic. Mute your mic. Mute your mic, bruh. You smiling. Mute your mic. Nah, not kinda. It's not kinda. It's not kinda. He called his bitches. That's the part I had a problem with. He called his bitches. So yeah. That was the only issue. That was the only issue I had. Yeah. That was majority of it was for me. Let's keep it a buck. Majority of it was for me. And that but that's fine. No, but that's fine because John can easily DM me and we can have a conversation on why I don't like Homegirl. That's the only thing. That's the only problem. But calling me a bitch and out of my name, I've never once disrespected anybody like that ever on Twitter. Number two, he just could have DM'd me. It could have been that simple. But that shit was for me. That's what it was. It was shot at everyone, but it was for me. I don't understand why that is an issue though. Because if I'm arguing with somebody day on day on day for a week, why would I not block that person? We don't like each other at this point. I don't agree with her views. She doesn't agree with my views. But at the same time, I still went in and supported the kickback on Friday nights and talked. I did. I had no problem and there was no disrespect at all when I went in and had a conversation. So calling me a bitch is my issue. Don't ever. No, not at all. Yeah, bro. Exactly. For real. Absolutely.